I'm pushing the audio button. I'm accidentally moving some of my config bars in Audacity again. It's fine. I put them back. Hello. Welcome to GenSekai.
Everything's fine.
It's perfectly fine here. Everything is normal.
How are you?
It's true. No, we're not running Star Wars anymore. We can't make that joke. Okay. Nobody has a bad feeling about this. We're not allowed. Okay. Anyway, I like to start these by reminding everybody that everything we do is brought to you by our patrons, which includes but is not limited to Adam DeHarp, Architect 10, Blackest OG, Carlos, Dragon, Ferris, Jerry Vasquez, Just the Fate, Jonathan Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Trevor, Sean Pryor, Some Guy, Bob. I don't even know if I speak English there. Sorry, Bob. Siren 23 and Varen the Crow. We appreciate your support, even if I cannot read your names to save my gosh darned life. Okay, all right, we're going. Sorry, we're all a little sleepy here. We're starting a little later. All right. I will remember to mute the server for a little bit.
Goodbye, server.
So that I am not distracted by the notifications. All right. So when we last left our heroes,
That's funny.
some of you had decided to go along with a whirlwind romance plot and start the intro to a very trashy novel series.
And some of us are just here for the ride.
Hey! This would be completely, a best-selling fucking story. I don't care what anyone says.
Especially so that's gonna be the perspective of the person doing the most of the work and not the person in love.
Well, no. They're not gonna write about you.
Yeah.
You're gonna write about the kids. It's fine.
Yeah. We are merely supporting actors in this man's fucking main story.
Fair. We just.
But that happened while you guys were on your way to solving one of the 3 sub jobs you found to get some extra cash and kill some time in Verita City of Flowers. And that gave you your 3rd book. In your book quest. You have now acquired all 3 books and can return them at whatever your convenience is. Because it is currently in the middle of the afternoon. You've spent most of the day working. And since, as usual, you guys are like, well, just in case this this old abandoned tavern is haunted, let's not do that when it's close to dark. Nah. So instead, I believe your general plan was A, at some point to deliver the books back, but also B, you wanted to take a crack at double checking. That's right. Aslan DeForest was the middle book. Just so happened you did that 1/3. But checking his skill, maybe giving him some basic crash course training. And possibly taking him camping outside the city, or not. Who knows?
I mean, we got a few days for the thing, as long as we do it at least one night.
Yeah.
I think we'll be alright.
But alright. Where to nows?
Well, I don't think I need to handle the combat training, so... Because I am priest.
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
All right.
So with that, Porter and Ryahn could go drop off the books if need be, because we just gotta go to see Riverbendy and go to the librarium.
Yep.
I was actually thinking I was gonna finish the transcription that Alpha Eld was in the process of before returning the books.
Oh, okay. Well, I can.
Yeah,
still,
you
I
could
can,
also do that.
I can turn them in still while you work on that.
Well,
And
transcription, so no, he requires the original material.
That's right. He needs the fucking book. Duh.
So maybe just do it tomorrow
I'm dumb.
morning.
I mean, it's only in the middle of the afternoon. Let me
Still like a
see in my notes. Finish your transcription. Take a couple hours. Yeah, so you could probably still do the transcription like back at your in rooms that you have for free. In some time, and if you roll pretty well, maybe even less time, and still have time left in the work hours.
Well, I do want to be working on my dire boar armor, and I got some boar skin I was gonna use to practice making some what was that, brigading?
Yep. Brigadine.
And I think that's what it was. Actually, if I remember correctly, it doesn't actually take that long. Because crafting time is rarity halved, right?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta pull up
Something like that.
GenSekai. I forgot to.
It's rarity or rarity halved in hours.
I believe it's rarity halved.
Because I am nice, because the Realms of Terranoth says days.
I thought it was still just rarity, but it was in hours instead of days.
It could have been. I don't remember.
Yeah.
That's why I'm checking right now instead of just saying, yes, it is completely this.
Crafting. I know it is one of the two. An hour is 1 hour plus a number of hours equal to the rarity. So rarity plus 1, technically.
Okay, it is rarity plus 1. Even more different.
But you can reduce the time with successes. The minimum is still an hour.
Hut. And then go to armor. And the Brigadine is rarity 5 right now. So it would take me 6 hours to make 1.
Max.
Okay.
Because while I get that, like, technically making, some items like a full set of plate mail, it makes sense that should take you, like, a week. You don't need a week to make a sword. I'm pretty sure that you can hammer out the business end of a sword in a single day's worth of work.
I think you could, if you're like a skilled blacksmith, you can get it, make a whole sword in under a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely depends on certain stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're properly equipped, like if you already have the molds, the metal, and the furnace, you just...
Well, like, honestly, I think most of the time would depend on like the guard or the haft or stuff, like how fancy you want to make certain things.
But even then, that's still like, what even is the rarity on a sword? Like 3? I don't know. It's not really relevant right now, but
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah,
average. Okay.
yeah, sword is
With
2.
Ryann's done, if he's willing, there is like some shopping I'd like to do.
We can do that.
Well, I
when
mean, it
we
depends
do
on
our-
what you're looking for. Remember, you can just get stuff from a fair price from a merchant
True.
if you have cash. Merchant has wares if you have coin.
If you have coin.
Let's see.
Also, remember for the shopping, we are theoretically going to be probably finding tailors and stuff like that later on after we're done with the missions before the festival. So
Yeah.
We know a place, so.
There's a place downtown where the freaks are come around.
None of that.
So if Porter blocks out those 6 hours, I'll probably be working on the transcription during that period.
All right.
And then I guess
The transcription is an average no rules check.
Okay.
If you were doing this with Eld, you would get assistance, but you are not. So
in the meantime of that,
Do I have any bonuses?
Mortis and Leona are gonna try to teach DeForest a few things. I think
what's
some
the
basic
best
stuff
way to
training, just, like,
handle that?
how to like
Well, no.
no.
That is not in his wheelhouse.
It takes me exactly 6 hours.
Okay, yep. You got an advantage to spend, though.
I'll spend it on a blue to my next survival check.
Okay.
Oh, there's something in my fucking throat.
Get some water.
I am.
Okay. But also, yes, no. I told you before. He is a noble / fighter. No, stealth is not something you will be able to communicate
Gotcha.
to him.
No.
I can probably teach him, I guess. Should I teach him perception? Like good like
I mean, I think the thing you originally said you were going to teach him is survival
Right.
skills. That should be
Fair.
the thing you teach him.
Right.
How to not die in the woods, because that he may actually have some, background with. Okay, so 2 success, 1 threat. You do get the transcription done probably in an hour. It's probably a little sloppy there at the end. You're a little rushed, but she's turning these into mass-produced grimoires to sell back to the Red Tower. So how much do you really care about that?
Yeah.
What's just gonna happen is some poor intern back at the Red Tower is gonna say the wrong syllable of Elvish. He's gonna say, splash instead of spray, and he's gonna accidentally like freeze himself solid. No big deal. NBD.
Happens every day at the tower.
Probably more than you think.
Unfortunately, yes.
Personally, I would just redo it then. Fuck.
Yeah, if it's one thing, you just put it a page.
I'm diminishing returns. Like he's taken the time. He got it done fast. It's got like it's a little sloppy. You know, it's got a thread on it, but it's up to Ryahn because he's doing this, I think, just as a favor to Eld. To be a cool boy.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Since, as you said, it's just going to be then transferred again over into another book, so...
Yeah.
You might notice it on the one they're doing that anyway.
Hey, you know, original research.
Well, I'm assuming with the threat that maybe Ryahn doesn't even notice the mistake, so...
Yeah, you probably are aware that you did get a little sloppy on the transcription because you're trying to get through it faster, but knowing exactly where your errors are is probably like a different check.
We have no way of
Are you going to edit yourself?
Proofread at least.
Yeah. It's probably a couple of grammatical errors you could correct there.
Probably do those.
Accidentally
then.
transposed a syllable. This spell calls for a components of brown sugar, not sound booger. That could have been weird.
Does sound even have boogers?
Questions for later.
What do the rules say? I will correct any mistakes that I find when I proofread it. So.
Yeah, if you're willing to take another little bit of time to just read it back over, you can probably catch a few of the more egregious errors.
The more life-threatening errors.
Yeah. Wait, no. If you do that spell that way, you explode, and then turn inside out. In that order.
The explosion part's all right, but the inside-out part—that's.
Just never can't fix that.
You can heal the explosion.
Okay, so for Leona, if you wish to teach survival, I will do the funny. Roll me survival, but with your int.
That's only slightly bad. That's only slightly worse. That's not that bad.
Yeah. Similarly, I presume Mort is going to attempt to teach.
Yes.
Melee light.
I assume he has the. Well, no.
Yeah,
doesn't he have his battle axe? Isn't that melee heavy?
No, it's not a two-handed axe. It's a one.
Oh, okay.
It is a
well,
fighting
yeah,
axe,
then
but
I
it's
will
not a
teach
great
him
axe.
melee light. I assume that is melee light using intelligence.
Yes. Which
So does that mean
not terrible for you.
I get yellow dice equal to my intelligence?
If your int
Or
is
my-
less than your melee light, yes.
My int is the same as my melee light.
Okay, so it's yellow dice all
So
around.
okay, so it's 2 yellow dice. Okay.
Sounds about right.
You go first.
Yep.
I mean, how deep are you getting in the teaching? Like,
I
Are
want
you
to
gonna,
make
you
sure
know,
that he
just the
knows how to
basics?
use an axe.
all right, then it is an easy check. You are making sure.
No,
you hold it-
I want to go a little further than basics.
Proper form.
Okay. Then make it an average check.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just teaching him which end to hold, but also like, and here's how you apply leverage. Here's how you block, as in don't.
Yeah. Do not block with an
Shield
axe.
to help it.
It's very bad. The axe will probably break.
Maybe we get him a shield. It's a pretty good axe.
No.
Well, with two advantages, you don't teach him incorrectly as a joke.
We trained him incorrectly as a joke.
You definitely feel like, and it's not like, you don't accidentally get an axe in your knee or anything. You probably bust out some logs as like training dummies in his front yard or something. And they are absolutely shreked. Because it is a very good high quality axe. I'm going to say it's a masterwork, so it's superior. But at the same time, you feel like for just a single afternoon's worth of lesson, his technique doesn't really improve beyond the basic of, just treat whatever you're attacking as a tree and hack it.
Okay.
So, no, it is, you do not advance his knowledge, but you also don't teach him anything bad, basically. And you understand that he has the equivalent of at least 1 or 2 points in melee light as is. So
Oh, thank God. Okay.
yeah, he actually has skill points, so he's not going to be just rolling naked greens here. But you do not manage to
Gotcha.
improve on that any.
You might need one shield in his offhand.
No, that takes training.
Does it?
That's the harder part.
It does actually take a little bit of focus to coordinate.
Well, I mean, again, according to the rules, like, we got to remember, this is a fucking game setting. If he can equip a shield, he can be able to use a shield.
True, it is also melee light, technically.
Yes.
And a basic shield is pretty cheap. They can probably get one lying around.
Like, this is the thing I was realizing the other day. We don't actually talk about, the game mechanics being game mechanics that much.
Yep. We can openly say our stats.
Yeah,
like
you can slap him he can probably slap a shield. He would have the basic proficiency.
Yes.
I believe melee light is a class skill for fighters.
It is.
It is a career skill. Yeah, so he
That
understands
would
how to
really
use it.
suck if they didn't.
All right, Leona, you want to take your crack with survival?
Yeah, one question is, would it just be, I guess, like showing him plants, or like showing how to make camp, or like there are certain things?
Well, I mean, again, that
Don't
depends on how much you want to go. Like, if you want us to do an easy check, that's probably just like, here, don't eat these plants, do eat these plants. Here's how you start a campfire without setting yourself on fire.
I'm fine
Honestly,
with
I
whatever. I'm
would-
just curious if I could apply my Traveler's Charm into it at all.
Of course.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Yeah,
And
that's
honestly, I
that's
don't
for
think-
you.
Regardless, let's still go for it.
I don't think you should be necessarily teaching him, like, plants and stuff. You should be teaching him how to recognize where enemies are and situational awareness, things like that.
Right.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Like, behold, these are animal tracks. Look at the shape. These are predators. Beware, you are now in their
Yeah,
territory.
that would be governed by survival. Yes, like here's how you identify mob tracks. This is a rabbit. This is a dire rabbit.
jackalope.
This is the
You
dread
see
beast
a-
of Carbanog.
If you see a dire rabbit, run.
If you see a dire rabbit, it's already too late.
No, he might not have angered it.
True.
No.
Foul beast with big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Really? Really?
Hmm.
I rolled only advantage.
Yep.
No, you rolled
that
the
did
exact
just-
same thing as Dallas.
No. I
Well,
rolled
no.
actually
The
advantage.
No,
results
no,
are
no,
slightly different, but the end
No,
result is the same. You are
I
correct.
The end
It
result is
works.
the same, yes. But he rolled more things on his dice.
Yeah, again, you don't teach him anything incorrectly. He doesn't seem to like mistake anything
You
you do,
don't
but you
train
don't
him
really
badly as a
improve
druid.
his basic skill. All this, rough and tumble, touch grass, hit goblins with axes thing. It's not really where his headspace has been at for most of his life. So, again, you make sure you probably do throw in the like, hey, don't eat this weed in the field. Here's how you travel overland without getting lost. Look for these stars in the sky.
I think
But
it's gonna need probably some practical examples to get through him a bit.
yeah, he's just not. You draw some animal tracks in the sand and stuff, and he's just like, yeah, and you're just like, you didn't really get that, and he's like, no, not really.
All right, we'll try again sometime.
So again, failure with 2 advantage. It's you're not gonna, he's not gonna explode. You're not gonna explode, but we're not really making progress per se.
Nothing lost, something gained? Question mark.
Not really.
We are neutral.
One big
Yes.
question mark.
Or at least managing not to backslide. But all
Bring
right,
in
so
place.
by the time you guys run through these lessons, Ryahn has done his transcribing and editing. Do you want to just run the books back to the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
can
feel
get
very
through it.
disappointed at first at the result of my lessons. And then I watch Leona try and teach him and go, oh, this kid just sucks.
It's our job to make sure he doesn't.
I just wait until you see.
This one's
something he
defective.
cares about.
Don't say that.
You need to return it and get a receipt.
I don't know if you should be
You're real
talking
good at
about
chopping
someone's-
logs.
I don't know if you should be talking
Firewood,
about-
he's got it.
I don't know if you should be talking about someone's kid like that.
You really shouldn't.
Eh. What is Babby? No understand.
You know what a fucking kid is. Don't you fucking lie to me.
You're not that stupid.
Don't
No.
deflect.
Correct. He is not that stupid. He does magic. Thank God you didn't. Well, you guys know he doesn't have any magical talent, but thank God you did not try to teach him magic at this rate.
We'd have Ryahn do that.
I was very tempted to.
Ryahn would teach it.
No,
I'm
he is
confident
not
in these
whatever you
skills.
call a magic axe. Actually, has there ever been like a axes and spells Fire Emblem class?
Not. Oh yes. Not arcane, but divine war cleric.
Oh,
These are
okay.
fuck off axe and priest magic.
Interesting. Anyway, Ryahn said he's okay to return the books, I think.
Yep.
I'm like,
all right.
I'm holed up until after dark.
Yeah.
So.
I am imagining, since you guys are staying at the Bull's Barrel, you probably have like one room with the classic double bunk, or possibly 2 rooms with 2 twin beds. I don't know.
I mean, I don't usually take a room, so.
Yeah, but you need a place to put your stuff, so. But in one of the rooms anyway, Porter is, holed up with leatherworking tools and, his little hole punch and the stretcher.
For the sake of whoever has to bunk with him's nose, it's probably me and Porter then.
Well, I probably wouldn't be doing leather working inside. I'd probably be out. Like, does it have like a courtyard or a back area?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's some space around. The front faces like the main thoroughfare, but they probably have a little back space.
Well, also part of excuse me. Only some of it would be like him leathering the stuff, like with the chemicals.
Oh my
The rest
God,
of it would just be actually working and preparing it. So.
I just imaged Porter behind around a corner with like his awl table and then his head knife and just doing the animation for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
and because
fact.
it is a brigandine, there are armor plates in there. At some point, I think they're actually like bone in this case, but
Yes.
at some point you have to bust out the needle and thread and just start.
Big needle and thread, by the way.
Yes. Just start
Fun fact.
stitching the plates in.
Fun fact, oh my god, I forgot about this. There have actually been 2 Axe Tome classes in Fire Emblem: Malignant Knight and Oni Chieftain.
Oni Chieftain.
Jeez.
I've never heard of those.
Birthright and Conquest, I believe.
Oh, of course. It's the ones that I don't want to play because I have to buy 3 fucking games.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. So, Ryahn, you go to the temple. You meet River Bindi. She adjusts her glasses. She makes sure to check out the books, flip through the pages, make sure everything's fine. They are not any worse for the wear. Puts them on her little desk or counter. And is like, all right, well, we have recovered all the books. She just sets a sack of gold on the table. There is your pay. It is 500 GP.
Thank you. Glad to be of help.
And here, she, scribbles on 4 little parchment cards, each of your names, and hands them to you, Ryahn, because you're the only one here. These are library passes. Your friends can enter the librarium whenever. Just try not to take any of the books out for the next couple days. Thank you.
I'll make sure to let them know.
All right.
It would kind of defeat the purpose of everything we just did, but okay.
Yes, so now you've got special librarium pass cards.
Yay!
Having fun isn't hard. Also, if you have access to the library, you get a blue die on any knowledge checks you make. There you go. You can keep track of your library cards. Also, probably as you go to leave, Ryahn, you are flagged down by that older priest gentleman. What the heck was his name?
I thought I wrote it down. Excuse
Father
me.
or something.
Oh, it's Bortimer.
Mortimer, yes. Mortimer. He's like, yes, young man. You're traveling companions with
There's no
the
need to
good
go
priest
down.
Porter.
Yes, I am. I'll give him a polite bow.
He kind of inclines his head. Apologies if I do not reciprocate. My bones are bent like the boughs of the trees.
Of course, of course.
But yes, I have been in consulting with the elders all day. And our mutual friends' skills and abilities are quite profound in the Church of Verna. Um, I believe that the Temple of the Sunflower has some ceremonial vestments which may suit him. Let him know to come by and pick them up whenever he is free from the toils of the Earth Mother. He gives you a big wink.
Of course. I will let him know when it won't distract him.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for recovering our books.
Quite right. It's always nice to recover such knowledge. Keep it intact, make sure it gets passed along.
Yes. It's awful hard for me to, chase him down these days. Little priest humor. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. And he just kind
Have a
of,
good
I'm
evening.
just imagining kind of like King Boomy style. He just like surfs on a little wave of rock away from you. Like the cobblestones just like grab him by the feet and just him away.
And he claims he wouldn't be able to chase down the books. I think he could with that abilities. Ren will then head back. He'll wait until Porter's done with what he's working on to inform him of the church's decision. So as not to distract him.
I'm trying to think. If I start at
That's how you get
mid-afternoon, that's like what, like 2
poked
p.m.-ish?
fingies.
2, 3?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's gonna be like
Thereabouts.
9. It's gonna be past like almost bedtime. by
It's
the time
gonna
we
be well into evening.
Yeah. But I did, make one nice set of board leather brigadine. It is completely functional and completely fucking basic.
Meanwhile, in a clearing somewhere else. Dodge!
Fuck. Ah! I didn't know logs could attack you.
I just image Leona's trying not to like.
I'm just really glad none of you have a crossbow.
No. Those are heavy. I think.
Well, Porter, you'll be glad to know that there's more vestments waiting for you at the at your church. I happened to run into the High Priest Berthamer on the way back, and he told me to relay that message to you. You can pick them up whenever.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Kip on over in the morning. Get me priestly things. They always make it look so easy in the manuals. Just shove the needle right on through, pull it back out. Shove the needle on through, pull it back out. They don't tell you that it's bloody. Oh, my fingers.
I'm just imagining the medieval manuscript style WikiHow drawings.
Are there
Wood
magic books
carvings.
that basically like update in real time because they're like on a weird magic network?
I don't know if they update in real time. That would be a lot of complexity, but there are probably moving pictures in some books.
You see,
You can make ink move.
You see, it's funny. I have the skill and I can do it, and I know how to do it, but actually doing it.
Somatic components.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I
Actually, how
agree.
much did Brigadier for?
Are you up to walk tonight?
Bronkadonk.
They're
Armor.
They're 400. But I'll pass the Brigadier over to Ryahn and be all like, it won't get that, but since it's brand new, you can start from full price with it.
Not right now.
Indeed. Also, the materials might be able to draw some attention.
It probably does look, fairly nice, leathery, shiny.
Well, like I said, it's like I
Bory.
said, it's made out of supple boar leather, augmented with boar bone. It's like right here, not a piece of metal on here. Like I said, some people might not like that because instead of metal class here, you have leather straps. But unfortunately, I'm not too keen on that metalworking business. A bit outside my wheelhouse.
Maybe
Well,
you'll find some druids and such like.
should you ever need any of those class or small things, then I'd be happy to help you.
Oh, I appreciate the offer. But anyway, I'm gonna go get me a late night snack and get to bed. I'm gonna get out to the Sun Blossom Temple first morning. Right, maybe after prayer rites.
Have the others returned yet?
Not yet. I heard they went out to go teach the young master a thing or two.
Glancing out how late it is,
Like,
that
how long does it
is
take? How long does it actually
a
take?
little
to fill-
concerning.
I mean, you did 2 average checks. Probably takes you a few hours. You could make it back by dinner time
Okay, let's
if you so choose.
do
If
that,
they've
'cause
been
it's
back, they haven't been out here. So
Fair enough.
I wonder if we have dinner at his place.
Well, let us get some dinner then.
I might be chilling downstairs in the eating area.
oh, there you lot are. How goes the training?
An attempt was made.
He is enthusiastic.
Not that bad, eh?
We didn't seem to break him at all.
I wouldn't say bad is not the correct word. He's not very good at, or at least in the short time we had, he was not very good at learning. He has not no skill already, but teaching was a different matter.
Were you repeating the lessons?
As much as I could.
Well, a teacher never blames the students. They only blame themselves for not being taught well enough.
That's true.
I did think my skills were lacking.
To be fair, I fight in a very different way than most people. That would not be appropriate to teach someone like that. So I was mostly teaching what I have seen rather than what I do. Generally, letting yourself get stabbed is bad for most people. But if you know where you can get stabbed and it doesn't hurt, then it's fine.
Or you could
The
just,
people on the next
or you
table over just kind of scooch slightly away.
or you
Leona,
could
I think
just-
Leona like puts her face on, but it looks obvious she's been doing this all day.
Yeah.
or you could just,
Django looks a bit tired there.
focus on how to hit something.
That's what we ended up doing.
That's good, at least.
Well, it seems like you might have learned something too as well, and that's good. What is life but a bunch
Yes.
of weird encounters? Very good, very good.
Regardless, he has the spirit.
Well, as long as we have my healing and your shield, you should turn out alright.
I did pick up a new trick. It should help from people getting thwarted so much as long as I'm close to them.
Oh,
Spoilers, I took bodyguard as a talent.
Oh, you picked up the new talent, eh?
Yeah.
It's developed further skills.
I hope it didn't cost you too much XP now.
Nah, only 15.
Solid amount. I
I
believe
still
that's-
have 5 floating around in my extra dimensional space area. Or the fuck
This is exactly what I wanted when I wrote this.
I grabbed finesse, so I should be able to actually swing a sword now.
Dexterous.
Me too. Actually, speaking of that, all right, I'll be
Maybe it's a
back.
little late.
I better go grab a sword, or I better go buy a sword. I'll be back.
It's past dinner time, Leona.
Yeah, right.
I mean, unless
We
you
have-
know, unless you know.
Listen,
some
the people here are hardworking, but it is a farming town mostly, so they're gonna early to bed, early to rise.
Right, yeah, fair. Right.
It's all like, relax, get some good food, have some good drink, ruminate upon what you have learned today.
And since
sleep
you're all
well.
together, Ryahn can give you your library cards and split
Oh,
up
yeah.
the 125 gold you all
Oh,
earned
yeah.
from that one.
Each 125.
Yeah, it was 500, so it should be 125 for everybody.
Omega, I have a GMing question.
That's me.
This is a large city, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I know what I'm doing tonight.
It has even a -1 on the rarity bump for things.
Sweet. That should be perfect for what I want to do then.
Alrighty, but I assume we are sleeping.
I sleep.
No.
Or, you know,
What are you doing?
Mortis sits in the corner and meditates.
No, I wish to engage in
What?
vigilantism.
I fucking knew it.
I'll break any roofs.
I by the way, I'm putting my armor in the truck for this. Or
Sure.
the cart.
Yeah. It's like a truck. I don't even know
I'm
if it's
basically
an
doing
automatic
what I
truck.
did for the snatch, the thief job, where I'm wearing just a cloak.
Sure.
And I shall go out into the night to stop crime.
If something goes horribly wrong, I do not
Go ahead
know
and give
you.
me an. I actually think most investigators.
Is it streetwise? Because that'll be funny.
No. Give me a hard perception check to observe crime.
But that's not better. That's
Okay.
not better. Oh boy.
The streets are well lit, so I will not add penalty dice for how gosh dang dark it is.
Okay.
How we doing? Everybody else who's actually sleeping, getting natural healing done, recover your strain.
How?
Okay, all right.
How?
Okay, so you find some crime. You're minding your own business. You're not really minding your own business. You are, in fact, minding other people's business. Hold on, let's be factually correct here. You are actively interfering in other people's business.
A hero does not mind his own business.
In the farmer's market, you do, in fact, find a handful of scruffy thievery types stealing some bags of flour. You loudly announce, "What ho there, you!"
Yes.
And then the fifth one behind them all thumps you on the back of the head with a sap.
Ow.
Let me go ahead and roll an attack for those people. Let me see.
Okay,
Where's
so with
my...
out armor.
You still at least
By the way, I will have had my sword, so I
Yeah.
think that still count. Does the block on that count?
Do you have it drawn?
I mean, if I saw them thieving, no, I wouldn't have drawn yet.
Yeah.
That is dishonorable.
If your shield in your, did you have your shield in your arm?
There's...
No, probably wouldn't have. I still have 3 soak. Or no, I have 2 soak.
Does your armor have any inherent defense?
What's your brawn?
I'm not wearing my armor.
Oh, right. No, yeah.
What's your brawn?
3.
You were at 4 because.
Yeah, it should be 4 soak natively. Because you have 3.
Oh right, my shield doesn't add. My shield doesn't add soak. It adds
defense. Yeah.
Defense. That right.
You have.
Okay, so
you
yeah.
start with your.
I'm only down 1. I'm only down 1 soak. So yeah, I'm at 4.
Roll some dice.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see.
That's about right.
Club is
Wow, they crit him.
+1. Club, indeed, +1. Okay, so that'll be 3 wounds.
Okay. I can soak.
Pretty sure you soak all that.
Yeah, I soak that.
I believe you have to inflict a wound to actually inflict a crit.
I believe so, yes.
Yes, I believe so.
So
Yeah,
I will
that's
instead
already-
spend the triumph to activate the disorient 2 on a club. Ow,
Ow.
your brain.
I need.
However,
that.
given the threat, the person who thumped you on the head is very surprised you do not do what normally happens when they do this and fall on the floor unconscious. So,
Ow.
you have an opportunity to respond to this group of thugs stealing.
I shall subdue
Brain.
the ne'er-do-wells as
Alright.
they have attacked me.
Okay. Just roll me an average melee light check, and we'll see how this goes. I don't feel the need to break this down into a full combat.
I hope you fail
That's fair.
miserably, because I wanted you to get the help.
I hope I fail miserably too,
Cool. We'll just,
because that is way funnier than succeeding.
well, I don't think they can kill you, so.
They probably won't kill you.
No. They'll probably
No,
just
they would probably
push
knock
him over
out.
into a barrel and run away.
Or, yeah,
Yeah, we'll just daze him
okay,
enough until they
so-
run away.
And don't forget to add a black die to this because you are disoriented.
What's black?
S
In
for
the-
setback.
S. Okay. Sorry, I'm still kind of new to this.
All right.
All right.
Failure restraint,
Success.
yep.
Oh no,
yeah,
that's
no.
threat. Oh.
Failure.
You're trying to subdue. You're smacking them with the back end of your shield and the flat of your blade. It's not really working, and there are like 5 of them. So basically,
They
they just
me.
the body check you and like shove you into a crate, trip you up, and then somebody shouts Scarper. They throw a handful of flour in your face, and you're like, I'm blind.
Where'd they get that?
They
were
told you they're
stealing it.
stealing flour.
Oh, right. Right.
They were
You're in
stealing
the farmer's
it.
market stealing somebody's good, and they just scarper off into the night. You're not really wounded, other than your pride, but you have failed to stop crime. And now you have
Okay,
flour in your eyes.
I will now retreat to my room sulkily.
All
I
right.
see the flowers.
It is now the morning. The sun rises. We play the Lion King theme. Spring sun breaks overhead. All the little magical fairy lamps are unlit. As we said earlier, I think Porter may be sharing with. Actually, no. I think it would be Ryahn sharing with Mortis based on your usual rigmarole.
Yeah. Well, if he's not, I was just thinking if he was doing the leather work inside.
Yeah.
If he was doing it outside.
We did that outside.
Then,
We said, but I think that other relationship goes better. So
Yeah.
Ryahn, you awake. Mortis smells slightly of flour, of fresh baked goods.
Right, just kind of like glances over towards the open window and kind of shrugs, assuming that's where it's coming from.
I would say he has a lump on the back of his head, but he doesn't actually.
No, I don't.
All right,
Maybe a little
but
bit of
now,
a
yes,
dip.
breakfast time, early breakfast in the Polis League.
Possibly a divot.
Just a slight dent.
Hmm.
But probably, fresh milk from the fields.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
You probably got some pancakes with honey and seeds.
Very good. Are our meals
Probably a
being
few,
comped too?
Yeah, you're staying at the end, so
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. But Porter will finish his morning rites. Spend much time in prayer, and then, but all right. Apparently the old boys club has finished off with the talking about whether I am priestly enough to wear their robes, and it seems like they are. So I gotta keep on down to the temple and see what they have to say. You all want to come with, or you want to do something else? We do want to hit that tavern here at some point today, and we need to go pick up the young master for it.
Right.
No, I'll head over with Porter because that's a temple to Verna, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I would be up to head over there with Porter because we also saw some people from what's her McCulloch's.
Well, that was at the librarian.
Oh right, I thought
It is
I'm stupid. I
attached.
thought
It is
the
attached.
yeah, it is
but-
attached.
Oh, it's attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's where
The temple is it's the largest temple to Verna in this region, so it's a regional holy site. So it's a
Gotcha.
pretty big complex.
Yeah.
They have attached dormitories and reliquaries and stuff,
Okay.
and there are sub temples of the other scions around it. So
I'll head with you, everyone, to the temple. Probably go visit the librarian while they do all the ritual stuff, though.
When we get there, I'll.
Oh,
There's
we're probably
actually
going to do the expedited version. Fine.
there's
I know them.
in fact, a directly behind the big statue of Verna, there is a slightly smaller statue of Aqua, facing the other way.
Well, you can't have one without the other. It's like, I wonder if these Templars are more of the primordial order or the Orthodox order. Well, it's impolite to ask.
What is the difference?
Well, there's not really much of a difference. It's more of an issue of semantics, I would say. Like, it really doesn't matter unless you get a bunch of priests in a room and get them all roaring drunk and ask about which came first. Because as the creation myth goes, when the Great Chaos Beast was out doing all this chaos thing, Verna and Aqua were the first to be formed, right? And then they were able to distract it long enough that, the great sun, Lord Chryso, was able to be born and conquer. And then through their powers combined, they were able to subdue the Great Beast, right? But, through Orthodox tradition, usually, the King Chryso is usually named first and the greatest. Primordials, though, hold Verna and Aqua above Chryso, as they were actually the first and actually started everything. Like I said, in the end, it really doesn't matter because Chryso is the king in heaven. Everything that the light touches is his domain.
As a majestic beam of sunlight just peeks through a window.
But like I
Many
said,
kind of ways.
Like I said, I'm of the primordial order, but usually it's just a little fancy name tag just so we can bicker with other priests about other things without getting too serious.
I guess sometimes you have something to argue about.
There are also actually probably a couple. Not that Porter necessarily would get into this. There are quite a few, not schisms, but different theological points about the Scions in Many Order. For instance, definitely not Porter's school, but the High Lemurian Church out of New Lemuria has very, very specific orders for how things go. For instance, they call Karka the Moon Scion the Queen of Heaven, and put Karka slightly higher up on the tier than Aqua and Verna. Even though Verna is very important because you need grain or you die. You die with no grain. It's kind of a big deal, but
I'm trying to.
They kind of reprioritize all the stuff.
I'm trying to think what the Kami version of the.
Longu is also its own big thing because you have a lot of ancestor and dragon worship based in.
Because there's also a bunch of the weird thing is the creation happens, but more important is probably when the dragons were a whole thing. Another point.
Yeah. That's that you could even get into. Not that we should, because we should move on. But just to say, for people listening at home, that has its own funny thing. Because as I wrote down in my notes, the true drakes, are the last mortal race the Scions created after elves, dwarfs, and men. But because they're so big and strong and tough, they like to think they were the first, and the Scions just lied about it to the others and said they were first to make them feel better.
I feel like the Otis thing is they were the strongest, so they were the first to make full civilizations. But that's probably more just how she was told by her family.
Yeah, because the divine dragon, who is the source of your imperial line and is a big deal, is effectively a lesser Scion himself. He asked the Scions, "Hey, what do you want us to do here? What's my role in the universe?" And they explained the universe to him, and he was like, "Swag, I'm gonna go be amongst the humans now, be amongst the mortals, and tell them about the universe and stuff." He was enlightened. But okay, so you have breakfast, you have your little theology for the day, you bum on over to the temple. It's probably, like I said, early to bed, early to rise, so sun's breaking over the hills in the distance. In the Sprout District where you guys start, it's probably not as busy in terms of foot traffic, because again, this is mostly full of inns and shopping districts and a lot of basically proto-tourism industry. It's all for travelers and adventurers. But, as you guys move through the Ironwood District with the craftsmen, there's a lot of, early morning and, hammering starting, carts of lumber moving in, that kind of stuff. And, of course, the Temple District is, awash in people doing their, daily prayers, ritual cleansings, all kinds of stuff. All right, so Porter, you are met probably in that in the courtyard by the statue of Verna, by good old Hordor. And he's like, there you are, my young friend.
Morning. I got word that the elders reached a decision.
Yes. Come with me to the. Well, we called it the Inner Sanctum, but it's mostly just a cool, shady room to hang out in. And I not to be rude, but I believe it would be, he, turns to the rest of you. I believe it would be inappropriate for your companions to join us. Just saying,
That's
protocol and all.
fine.
Don't
I
mind at all.
will.
I was already planning to visit the librarium, so.
I had something I had to grab.
Yes, it is a lovely librarium. All right, excuse me. Cobble.
It's actually, if you got before I follow him, it's go in the librarium, see if you can find out what mobs are common infestations in the area. A little pre-research into the tavern problem won't go amiss.
Of course.
Research. Now you're thinking.
And then
All right.
Porter will jog off after the good priest.
All right, so yeah, you're led to a inner sanctum area of the temple, mostly for senior priests to, like I said, just kind of relax, do some private rituals, that kind of thing. Mortimer is there. There's probably another couple of priests of Verna of various different orders. You can tell by their little identifying markers and symbols. And he kind of leans on his staff, and he's like, actually, yeah, it's you're of what was Porter's clan name again? Was it Strong Arm?
It was Strongheart.
Strong Heart, right? It's like Strong is in there somewhere. So yeah, there's kind of a everybody kind of straightens up, where straightens out his beard and says, "Brother Porter of Clan Strongheart, you have come to the Temple of the Sunflower, seeking the ordainment of the elders in the name of the Earth Mother, etc., etc." I'm sure you know the speech. We all know the speech.
We all know the speech.
Yes, it's very robust, but as the globe turns, grass grows, birds cry, flowers in bloom, etc., etc. You have asked for ordainment and approval, and we, the elders of the Temple of the Sunflower, do grant it to use. We doth grant very formally. Please take these holiest of robes. A adjunct priest probably has a little like carrying cloth, and then the holy robes laid out on top of it, as a symbol of your senior ranks in the priesthoods of Verna. As you can see, as you are not part of one of the specific orders of priests, there are no additional markers of identification, but we have marked the symbols of both your own clan and our temple into the fabric. So it's probably like, very white, cloaky type, overrobe. Possibly some kind of cap. With lots of green and gold threads, and there are on the back there's like the horned circle along the trimmings. There are like where you'd normally have those gold trim patterns. It's all like very organic, like vines with like little repeating flower patterns in there that look like sunflowers, that kind of stuff. Whatever the crest of Clan Strongheart is on one shoulder.
Excellent.
And we the elders hope that you will go forth and do many holy works in her name, including but not limited to healing the sick, making the crops grow, smiting all evil giants, punishing the greedy and corrupt, solving the mysteries of the world. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's most of the things.
Just do the mental check. Healing, killing giants, stopping evil, exploring. Oh, and overcoming any obstacle in your path.
Oh, yes. Personal growth. It's very good. Very important. We grow strong in her name. We go strong in her name.
We go strong in her name.
The greater good.
The greater good.
I love this.
Crusty jugglers.
I love this just plays like a Monty Python bit.
One of us. Google.
Listen, they're busy right now, and they're probably not too big on ceremony when it's not.
One of the like the oldest looking of the senior priests is clearly like just asleep on his stick. It's just because the power of the earth magic. It's just holding him up. It's a very good stick.
I love this.
Anyway,
it is just great.
Porter will take the
one of the elders isn't even a priest; they're technically a druid, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's like we're not standing on ceremony here, literally.
Yeah.
But
there you go. You have been gifted X1 robes of holiness.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
It's like, I will give many thanks. I will give small speech. And it's like, all right, I think that's enough. That's enough that for now.
We hope to see you in a couple of days' time at the Blossom Festival. Several of us will be at the official celebrations of the Ducal Palace, and of course we shall have a morning mass prayer on that sacred day to Verna. Hope to see you there. Maybe you can even say a few words to the people. We don't have many traveling priests in right now, so word from the field could be good. I know in my youth I was inspired by a traveling priest to get out there in the world before I came back to settle into the temple.
was like, Porq would be like, yeah, I can do that. I can share a few bit of words and a little bit of wisdom.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm sure your friends are waiting for you for whatever other business you adventurers have in town. Kind of class you on the back. Those big old knobbly hands.
Oh, thank you, senior brother. I'll get out of your hair now.
Not at all. And it's okay. I like things in my hair. Look, I've got a twig in there. And a tiny bird. He just has a little blue bird in his beard. Why not?
Why not?
I'm just smiling this whole time.
Every priest in this order is just Radagast.
I mean, they are of the primordial earth goddess, so yeah, kinda. Like everybody has big, long, natural wood sticks. You know, there's a lot of deep greens and golds.
Actually, what is my native armor right now? Hang on, I gotta
It's
check something.
0 armor, 3 defense.
What?
Hmm?
The robes are 0 armor, 0.
Yeah,
so
no, I was
3
talking about
defense,
what I
but
was wearing right now, because
yeah, I don't remember what
which
exactly.
is it's just regular as leather.
Okay, that's just 0 soak, 1 defense.
And for right now, I'll just wear the robe / cloak over it.
Yep.
I would also say I will technically have not have gone to the librarium.
Okay, where are you chilling?
You said there were adjoining temples to the Scions, correct?
Yes, this is effectively like a whole temple district.
Yeah, I probably would have gone to the Temple of Eula then to pay respects.
There is indeed one.
I
Again,
remember
talking
seeing
about funny, religious dichotomies. They are referred to as the daughters of Chryso, but their mother is Verna. So yeah, all the important divine ladies have little temples scattered around.
Mhm.
And yes, you did in fact see some of their priests.
Yeah. I saw there were people of Eula here, so I was like, oh, there has to be some sort of, like, somewhere I can go. Even if it's just a fucking shrine.
Yeah. There is a small temple in the district, probably 1 or 2 over. And by small, I mean, like, small for a single Scion temple. There's still probably a very decently sized statue. A lot of the imagery and epithets probably go with more of her role as the Secretarius, the keeper of secret knowledge and stuff, as opposed to her more judgment-y form. So lots of her like holding big books and scales and less holding swords, but you know, same thing.
Well, I will still pray for the redemption for the souls that I have had to take.
Yes. All right. So in the library crew, well, having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. So, do you want to do a little pre-research?
Yeah, I'll look for any records on like known mobs that have gotten into the city, since that's where the tavern is after all.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All right, that will be a knowledge dungeoneering. Add a blue die for using the library.
I have points in this case.
I'm gonna guess Ryahn probably has a better int than you, but if I don't know what his dungeoneering is, so you
He actually has no dungeoneering, so
I have a point in dungeoneering, so at least we get
all right.
one
So
there.
yeah, do it combined.
Ironically, I think I have the best dungeoneering score, but I just didn't come.
I'm gonna propose it
Roleplay.
eventually.
We're role playing right now.
Yes, true.
green, blue. And what difficulty did you say it was again?
Average is a perfectly
Bang on
normal check.
average.
There we go.
All right, that's pretty good. Yeah. So
those
you
results.
skim through a few. You know, you start checking tomes and histories, and even some of the local, you know, natural philosophy works that some people have done. You know, bestiaries and the like. So generally, the type of critters that are spotted in and around Viridis, obviously there are, you know, beast type mobs. That's, you know, very common.
Normal,
They have to deal with, you know, naturally they bring their own livestock in, but there are, you know, house cats, rats, etc. But more specifically, here we go. Found my found my GM guide. Just staring at my list of documents, like, what a book. The main thing that people are cautioned about, besides, again, the usual stuff, giant rats, occasional, outbreaks of wolves or bears on the edge of town kind of a thing. And in the nearby fields, they also get some giant corvids. The Arcadian magpie is a particular species around here. The main thing would be that, one, obviously with a large city, there can be a lot of trash, refuse, and other, just general degradation of items and terrain, wear and tear. So there are occasionally decent outbreaks of various classes of vermin, giant hornets, giga crickets, musca, whatever. Not really up into the bigger stuff. Don't get a lot of giant spiders or scorpions in this climate. But, a few of the minor ones. And of course, given, just the presence and focus so much on Verna and her priesthood, and naturally that it, draws in druids, and there are lots of elves in the area. The other thing that usually are encountered are magical plants. You read reports of people running into sunnydews or myconoids in the sewers.
Ooh, fun.
Occasionally the trees in this area will be so juiced up by magic as to, actually get up and walk around like a
Is
tree
there
ant
an
or something.
Entmoot?
No moot.
No, we don't use that one. And again, it's a pretty civilized city, and there is a regular presence of the guild. So, like, even if there are any major outbreaks of anything like really scary in that area, like a snapdragon, like a Rafflesia, they're usually dealt with pretty rapidly. But yeah, it's mostly the things you're probably going to run into will be vermin or plants.
Because I'm assuming, since it's a building inside the borders of the city, that anything too large would have not been able to hide itself, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The city does, because you would know this from your own reading in general history, the city does have a decent number of, like, naturally occurring springs and cisterns. So there is some, like, underground construction to take advantage of that. There are drainage tunnels, sewers, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But, it's again, like you said, pretty big city, pretty well founded. So you don't have to worry about anything too huge because, as you said, they would make themselves fairly obvious. And because it is so civilized, it's not like you can just get away with casual outbreaks of, like, undead or elementals. People notice these things.
Hazard a guess, it might be, I guess, vermin.
All right, so if it's vermin
fungus,
and
yeah.
plants,
maybe a ghost.
Well, if it's myconoids, that's shrooms, and shrooms always mean spores. I don't know.
With that extra advantage, I would definitely tell you, environmentally, what you're probably going to look at is, given where this building is placed and what its former function was, you're probably going to be looking at, it's going to be wood construction. Anything it has for, like, gardens or shrubs are going to be overgrown. Maybe there will be vines and stuff growing inside, but there's going to be a lot of, like, water and weather damage, so it will probably be damp and a little rickety inside. But shouldn't be any major environmental hazards either. But, watch your floors, watch your ceilings, that kind of stuff.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
All right. Well, that is what we were able to find out.
All right. So you guys are all back together.
Back together.
Either you guys can find Mortis or he will rejoin you in the library eventually.
I mean, yes, once I'm done giving prayer, I will rejoin the library.
So you guys are rejoined.
And probably look for a book on demons.
You do have a library card.
Yes.
But yeah, where to now?
Are you ready to head and check out the tavern then?
You guys pick up DeForest. I need to grab some items. Go.
Well, if you guys need to do some shopping, I think I'm pretty well kitted out. I could go pick up the old master while you get some shopping done.
I will make sure no one accosts Leona, right? Oh shit.
Yes, it's Leona. That is her name.
I'll head with you, Porter, then to pick up the our ward.
Actually, Leona, while you're out, could you pick up? I don't know. Would I know if the forest has a light shield or anything?
It's not that costful. He could probably scare one up pretty fast.
All right. Never mind then. That's.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I think I still have a light shield in my pack from when
Yeah,
I
because you did
upgraded.
upgrade as well.
So,
All right, but yes, I will go. We'll go pick up the young master.
All right then. So there were two things I had in mind. One is probably very simple. It's a Wudao, 204, and this is 200/3, so it's pay the 200.
Can you speak up a little bit, buddy?
Wudao.
Wudao.
Okay. They still don't have those by default here. You would have to roll to find a guy selling exotic imported swords.
All right, it will be 203, so it would be an easy check. So.
Yeah. I mean, you can try. It is a big trade city. You are very likely to try and find some, but yeah, I will still require a roll on that. So.
Wudao. Break your neck.
Ah, fuck! It's presents. I'm gonna suck it. Oh god.
I mean, you guys have. We reset the story?
I mean,
No, we did not.
Ryahn did say if you wait until after we deal with this, we will be doing shopping and stuff, and he would help you find it.
I wanted a sword for the tavern.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, you can just get a sword. You want a very specific sword that I have warned you will be hard to find because they don't make them here.
Wudao. We all in check.
If I use a story point, it will only only upgrade me instead of giving me an
Yes,
extra
it
die?
upgrades.
Okay. Ah, fuck it. All right. So I don't think I can downgrade it anyway.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Jeez.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's not helping here.
Oof.
I doubt Mortis could even assist me unless he get unarmed.
For
Just
what?
roll, Axe. Fuck.
Huh.
See?
Okay.
Shit.
You do, in fact, find a guy who's willing to sell you a Wudao. But it's very rare, don't you know? They're very hard to come by in this city. So he's going to ask you for 300 gold for it, even though you know that it is worth only 200.
I can do fine.
All right, pleasure doing business with you. You have acquired X1 Wudao. You now have Katana. Da-da-da-da.
Hold that shit above your hand.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right. What is your second thing?
Second one, I'd probably wait. I think after the tavern with Ryahn because it's a magic item that I don't think I could buy for a fair price.
Ah, yeah.
I was
Probably need to hunt around.
Yeah, because it's a bag of holding, so that would be like 607 and with already downgrade.
Well, I know Porter's been experimenting with building bags of holding, but I don't remember.
Oh, I built one. It's a mirror satchel though. It's a divine relic.
Ah, right. Yes, you did the smaller one.
Oh no,
started out
it's a full size one. I was able to get enough for it, but
Yeah. So,
like I said, it's divine.
true. But if you've got the cash, just buying another one probably won't be terrible. But
Yeah.
you need to find a guy selling them, so not guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're
wait
not
for
exactly crawling with wizards in this town per se. But all right.
later.
So, you guys all meet up at the tavern front, and basically, Noble Team, you don't really have any problem there. You know, he's probably got some. Is leather armor the basic for fighters in the starting gear? Fighter, what's your starting gear list? Oh, hey, even says axe and shield. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so he would have the equivalent of like starting gear fighter, so he has axe and shield and leather armor.
Perfect.
And probably, as you're picking him up, his mother is like, tucking a couple extra health potions into his
thank
pack.
God.
And he's like, "Mother, I'll be fine." It's like, just, safety, dear.
I was like, nope, your mother's right. It's always good to prepare in advance.
Yes. And as
I
noted,
honestly,
he
if
has
he hadn't given any, I would have given him mine.
But obviously, as I mentioned before, his axe is very good. It is a masterwork, so it is a superior axe.
Ta-da.
Good.
Family heirlooms. All right.
Bling.
But other
Well,
than
if he
that,
dies, then we get to keep the axe.
Dallas, you are an asshole tonight. What the fuck?
That's very.
I had to do a research paper. Or
It's true.
paper. I'm very tired. I'm not playing Mortis correctly. You are correct.
he did warn us earlier that he might not do it at all tonight because he might not have enough time. So we're a little melted. It's okay. We're going.
Sorry, that was Mortis' inner voice talking. Don't listen to that.
Okay, so you guys meet back up at the tavern.
Yes.
Leona has a shiny curved sword now.
Cool.
So,
Hey.
the tavern is it's in a side street right on the edge of the Ironwood and Sprout districts. It is kind of set slightly back from the street, so there is a front courtyard. Looks like there were once maybe a couple of tables out here, so you could like eat outside, but all of the tables, chairs, and benches have basically completely collapsed into a pile and been overgrown by thorny bushes and hedges. There is a small path of little paver stones that is mostly clear that goes around to the backyard. And there is obviously a front door, inside the front yard as well. Signs of what this place used to be called are completely overgrown or demolished. So, big door, closed. Front is all overgrown with vines. How you wanna approach this?
Can you give us a key to open the door, or is it just
No.
check it out? Okay.
You'd even know if the door's locked.
Check the door.
It doesn't appear to be locked, but it is rotted shut and clogged with vines.
Shall we
It will require extra to get in.
do one circle around the building, make sure there's no external structural damage? We were hired to make sure that it was still stable and stuff.
Good point.
Probably a good idea.
Right.
Let's
see.
Yeah. Let's take a gander.
All right, so you trot around to the back. The back, you see there is a small water pump here. There are wash basins next to it for like clothing or dishes that are, kind of grody and moldy now.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a small vegetable garden back here, but it is obviously, basically gone feral. There's a couple of strains of the wild wolf peach back here, maybe some nut-bearing bushes, and a couple of other, flavorful type plants mixed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Did that peach just growl at me?
Oh yeah, that's a Growler's peach. I know, not the most inventive name, but people look at it, they say the first thing that comes to mind, and it bloody sticks.
Yep.
That's an alchemical fruit, though.
Well, they did mention that he dabbled as alchemist, so.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense, I suppose.
Also, wolf peach is also just the literal translation of the scientific name for tomato, Liopersica. Lycopersica.
Charming.
So he has wild tomatoes. They do not have teeth currently.
Are they
I am
rolling
not
around
yet
going
using the Final Fantasy Rotten Tomatoes to eat you. It is not Attack of the Killer Tomatoes currently. If you guys look in the wash tub, it's filled with grimy clay and earthenware, mug and plates and shit.
How does
there
the
is a back door.
How does the back of the tavern look like, just structurally?
Yeah, there are less vines and stuff. It seems structurally sound. There's no like smashed out windows or anything. The windows are all probably like grimed over with dust and mold and stuff. Washed debris in there from God knows how many rains, but they are not like broken. There's no obvious holes in the walls or anything. If you check the back door, this one has a lock in it that is in fact locked. rattle. So the front door is rotted shut, and the back door is locked.
Odd.
Nash did not provide a key. He did not seem to have any ideas where a key might be.
Well, I can deal with the lock, not a rotted door.
Well, we could always check like under things and around the area to see if there's a spare key kept anywhere.
Might as well.
It's like you never know. But
Mortis drops one of the clay plates. See, it's Foley. But yeah, front or back?
I forget. How structurally sound was the back?
The back is fairly structurally sound. It looks like it's cleaner than the front.
Yeah, let's go with that. I don't want to start yanking on vines in the front and
Alrighty.
pulling something
I'll
down.
keep it simple. You guys look around. There is no obvious spare key in any of the normal places. It's not like on top of the door jamb or under the mat. It's not hidden under a weird rock. You flip over the weird rock next to the back door. It just says, "Put me back." You put
God
back
damn
the
it.
rock. You can't get ye flask.
Put me back.
If you did want to gather from this back garden, there are probably some cooking and even maybe medicinal herbs you could grab with an average survival check, but I don't know if you guys want to start your day off with that.
Maybe on the way out.
Yeah.
You know, at the very least, while wild, they are fresh tomatoes in there, and like I said, there's maybe some flavorful nuts and a few, fresh sprigs of mint or something.
I will point these out to the young man to be all like, "Behold the bounty of the land."
Interesting. Scribble something in a notebook.
Mhm.
All right, but Leona, you wish to pick lock.
Yes, I'm gonna pull up my.
Make an
tool.
average skullduggery check. As this is a fairly standard lock.
I did that wrong. Did I?
No?
No, it's AdV.
Yeah, it is NV. Yeah, nope.
I might have broken the lock, or I would.
It was only one threat.
Not that much, or I might have.
I'm debating if it's even worth damaging your... No, probably not with one threat. Take a strain, though. It's just... I think this is...
It's rusty.
I think it's just, like, you... Knowing Leona, it's just the anxiety as you stand there with 4 people watching over your shoulder with nothing else to do as you
So
fiddle
does
with the
she
lock.
open the door?
Yes, she succeeded.
Okay, because I was about to use the barbarian lockpick.
No. The door is unlocked. It's just, Leona, you take a strain as you get a little stressed. You have to wipe some sweat off your brow because, like I said, you're all just sitting there waiting as you...
It's like when you're doing
fiddle,
the mini
click,
game,
click.
and it's like this should take 5 seconds. Why am I failing? Come on.
It's fine. I got it. All right. Door opens with a big creaky. Inside, it is quite dim, even though it is daylight. Several shutters are pulled or curtains have been pulled, and like I said, all the windows are super grimed up and dusty. So there's actually concealment 1 in here, unless you guys have extra light sources. It's a little dim and shadowy.
I have a lantern. I will light it, and I will put it on the end of my shepherd's hook.
Yep. All right. So
I will tell the Forcer, Adventuring 101, always have a light.
Yes.
I will draw my sword and shield, just in case.
Shing. You probably want to fit through the door first because of your bulk. You do have to duck a little.
Yes.
All right, but tank goes first. And you guys pop on out into a back area suitable for a tavern, looks like. There are, a small kitchen and washing area. There's a charcoal stove here. There's an old ice box. There are quite a few pantries and racks of cookware. Most of it looks to be in a poor state. But, there are plenty of things you could examine. In the back, there is also a trapdoor, which has a large black iron padlock on it.
We
But
go
it looks
there
like there is some
last,
kind
I
of
think.
cellar.
Yeah, probably.
So, like I said, there's the kitchen area if you wanted to start searching this area, fine. Or you can just open up the adjoining doors into the front. They do not appear to have possessed any locks at any point. So
I mean, I'll
you
start
can
taking
just
a
go
poke
out
around.
to the front area.
Let's give her the once over.
All right. Anybody who wishes to search an area can roll me a hard perception check. Don't forget the black die for concealment.
I have a light though, so I will not be taking that black die.
Yes. Anybody who's fairly close to you also would not, but I don't know how you guys are splitting. And like I said, there is an exit out to the space. But technically, there would be 2 exits from this area. One would be to actually behind the bar, and then one is just to the tavern area. But both of them are probably very basic bitch swing doors.
Wow.
Porter, take 3 strain. A cast iron pot falls on your head. Clang.
All right.
I don't know if I'm
Step back and watch a master at work.
5 threats.
Damn it.
All right.
I'm annoyed.
I failed with
Mortis.
threat.
Thunk. A kitchen knife lands on your foot. Thankfully, it is rusty.
Huh.
You take 2 strain.
Fine.
Master, indeed, I've been put to shame.
Leona, you
No
don't
one
find
could get
anything, but
injured
you were
like
having
I
a
do.
hell of a time concentrating because, God, these guys are loud.
Yeah. It's like
Clang, clank, thunk, clang.
I already took that. I checked yourself already. Goddamn.
By the way, also, Porter, this pot isn't. This skillet is in terrible condition. It's rusty. The handle is half falling off.
Oh, the
And
water
it just
damage on
smells like
this.
grease.
Maybe we should do it together.
Well, huh?
What were you saying, Lucky?
Oh no, I was just in response. It's like, do what together?
Perhaps we should search the rest of the building, make sure there are no enemies about before such things.
I mean, there could have been rats in the cupboards. It's like vermin exist in all
Fair.
small and dark places.
It is true.
What, do you think I was
but-
gonna find some great magical treasure in the fucking kitchen?
You don't know. There could have been a soup spoon of +2 Vorpal.
That would just destroy all
Do
the pot.
you often find magical treasures in kitchens?
No, not at all.
No. But like I said, according to the research, the things we're most likely to find in spaces like this are vermin and plants. As there don't seem to be a lot of plants, I'm assuming vermin. Vermin can range anywhere from small insects to large rodents.
And
If you
large
see any
insects.
glowing, if you see any glowing green crystals, you'll know the tide is near.
And so if you want to make sure that you properly cleanse this, you have to open a lot of cupboards. This is the not so glamorous part of the adventure, but it pays to be thorough. You don't want to go report that adventure's done, people go in, open up a cupboard, and have a spider jump out and bite the face. Then have the face get swollen up, and then there's litigation. It's quite a mess. So,
Checks are hard.
Like that. As a small spider bites Ashland's hand, he will take 1 strain. I see. Ow, that stings.
let me look at that. Ah,
I'm just gonna check it like
it's not poison, thankfully. Just very, very angry at you for disturbing it.
Oh, did he make
The
a search
spider
check as well?
points a leg threateningly.
Was
Did that spider just do the neck slicing gesture?
I will
Spiders
cut
do
you,
that?
spider. I will cut you.
Leave the spider alone. He's been in here longer than you have.
It raises 2 legs in surprise and scuttles into a different cabinet.
I guess it's enough like minute magic around here to make it beyond normal.
What are you talking about? Spiders are sentient.
Or,
It's like,
Don't
listen,
fuck with
anything
spiders.
Above
anything lives
intelligence.
long enough, they can get a pretty good idea what's going on around here. But as I was saying, in adventure, it pays to double check, and triple check. It's like you do not want to leave anything that could become a nasty surprise behind you.
I will say, there are actually a couple of like cookpots and skillets that are in a decent state. They are cast iron, and this place seems drier.
Mhm.
Even with all of your cavalcade of failures and threats, there are a couple of things that are fairly easy to notice here. For instance, I mentioned there's a charcoal burning stove. There is in fact still charcoal in it that seems usable.
Funny.
There's even some tinder and some leftover stacks of firewood that, again, somewhere has been mostly dry. Got some flints and stuff here.
Hey, if we,
But
what's the condition of the stove?
Yep, serviceable. It seems it's a little dirty, it's a little dusty on top. But it's functional. You could fire it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire it up. Get some heat. Get some heat and light in this kitchen. And if there's anything's nesting in the fucking stovepipe, it'll smoke it out.
Yeah, there is no horrible scree as the demon pigeons in the chimney die, but concealment is defeated in this room basically indefinitely. It's quite warm in here. Starts to get the air flowing. If you leave the back door open, that probably starts to cycle out some of that wet, musty, dusty smell.
Yeah,
probably for the best.
Now it just smells like wood burning stove.
Perfect.
There's no ice left in the ice box, but there is a dedicated ice chest that seems to be in decent status.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if we had time with the ingredients out there and what I'll have left in my kit, I could probably get a good stew going. Maybe on the way out. But let me bank this stove, close it, make sure there's no scattered embers anywhere. Right. All things considered.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. I want to go through the door that leads to the bar.
All right. Porter, you are behind the bar.
Oh, it's like I always belonged here.
Yep. It seems like it's a pretty standard bar. You've got a long countertop. Behind you, there are racks of, shelves to hold all the alcohol and some mugs. There are a couple of very dusty bottles left up there and some very dusty mugs. There's also some, wash basins on here. There are beer taps. If you check them, the beer is gone, evaporated.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard stuff. You can see the rest of the bar front, obviously. So there is, a dining area out there. There's a little hearth. There is, hearth fire for warmth. There's a slightly vaulted ceiling.
Mm.
There is a big chandelier, kind of creakily swaying back and forth up there.
Mm-hmm.
You can also see the stairwell up to the loft apartments from here, and there is a little water closet tucked under the stairs.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
So you went upstairs to check. I guess
I am I don't know.
I didn't go.
I'm just staying by everybody and making sure nothing jumps out at anyone.
I didn't go upstairs. I just went through the door to the the bar.
You guys were in the kitchen,
Yeah,
wash area before, so he went out through the bar entrance. So he's now behind the bar. There is the bar door, and then there's the door to the main dining area because, you need multiple doors.
I'll just check them. I'll just look for the main dining
let me see.
area
Well,
side of
I
the room.
guess I will check behind the bar to see if there's any papers, records, or unopened bottles of liquor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another hard perception. Can find anything.
Also see if there's anything hiding underneath this bar.
Leona, you got into the dining area. Are you doing a thorough search?
Yeah, I'm probably also if there's any, I might light a lantern just so it's not dark.
I mean, there is a hearth here if you wanted to check that out. You
Yeah.
might need to take some firewood from the back to light it, but
Might as well help dry this place out a bit.
Yep. The front is definitely a little more, moldy and gribbly. You can see some spots where the vines are kind of peeking through some of the front windows or front baseboards. Nothing super rough.
Not like a day or two of fix.
There are decent number of the usual, big round tables, chairs, etc. Some of the chairs and tables appear to have fallen over, but others are standing. They're just really dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the bar. Porter with the checks. The bar.
What bar?
Okay, so
This is a lot of threat.
Yeah, no, don't you
This
worry.
is a
I know what
lot
we're
of
doing here.
threat.
The taps are all dry. The kegs are spoiled. All the glass is foggy and broken. The implements are tarnished. Pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
The rags under the bar are crusty with something that they're basically rigid.
I'm not touching that.
You do find an old leather-bound ledger.
Perfect.
Does seem to keep track of the running customers' tabs in and out. You do actually find some notes of some unpaid tabs, mostly in the 2 to 3 gold range. There is a little clay tip jar that has 11 gold coins in it. It's all pretty easy to find. But you dig around under the bar, and something once again falls on your foot. I'd like you to suffer 2 wounds because it is a savage throwing axe.
Whoa.
So,
What?
it is a throwing axe with the savage enchanted template. So that's
Oh.
damage +3, crit 3, short range, inaccurate 2, vicious 2, limited ammo 1. And it lands on your foot.
You just hear Cloris, Afros' meat cleaver.
Huh.
You alright?
I don't.
Well, you're in the dining area, so you probably look over and see him probably holding a foot.
Ow! What hit you?
Oh.
When I see him doing the foot dance, I'm like, oh, okay, he's fine.
Ryahn, where are you right now, by the way?
Rand's gonna start kind of examining the walls of the dining room and checking where the plants are getting through the windows, just making sure the structure's not compromised.
Probably need some patch jobs for just like prettiness and reinforcement, but it doesn't seem like any of the major supports have broken.
That's good.
But you probably need to like resurface the walls. Patch, and if you cut back the vines, there's probably going to be a few drafts you want to patch.
Once I
What?
light.
Okay. I take it back. Apparently, we can find magical instruments in the fucking kitchen cupboards.
You holding up like?
Oh,
the
there's
axe,
a
like,
first time
pulsate,
for
like, red a
everything.
little bit?
The axe is probably like black and red with some
Yeah.
extra spikes on it
Mhm.
You found
because
a,
it has the savage template.
Yeah.
you found a random savage weapon fell on your
Huh.
feet. Wow.
Well, I joke about Afros' meat cleaver.
What does inaccurate do again?
Adds black.
Adds a setback die. And
It's
obviously
not
it's
awful.
limited ammo 1 because it's a throwing axe.
Well, yeah. It's not an awful weapon.
Well, Alice has already tasted my blood. It's like, I believe we have bonded.
That's fair.
A weapon you don't need to cast for. Range.
Thunk.
Interesting.
Well, don't you know, we Porks have a particular fondness for axes. It's the favorite weapon of our saint, you know? The aptly named Axe Saint.
Honestly, looking at this axe, this could be Porq made. You're not sure. It's certainly, ugly and brutalist enough to be a Porq made weapon. It's very boxy, very square.
The blacksmith was a fan of the brutalist movement.
It's very low polygon. Anyway, Leona, you are scavenging out front, though. Go ahead and you make me the perception check. You can, if you make sure to start the hearth fire, you can ignore the concealment.
Cool.
Actually,
Oh, and actually, I'm just triple checking my notes. I should note, because you guys did open some of those pantries in the back. They are mostly bare. Some of the cupboards have some really old rotten food or like really stale salt crackers. Maybe some jars of preserved root vegetables that might be salvageable. I would say even with your threat, Porter, you know enough about food. Nash said that this place has been closed down for about 2 decades. Some of this food is not that old. It's still old enough that it's all gone bad, but it is definitely not 20 years old.
so
Probably
someone
20.
might have been here more recently.
Yes. That is something you would know without needing to roll anything. I have my
Likely,
bullet points spread over a
though,
couple pages.
They are
But yes.
cleared out, but whatever's infested this, because this still does look rotted, correct?
Yeah, no, it's still
I mean,
spoiled.
it makes sense.
Oh my
This is
God.
a nice place to set up. You got a vegetable garden in back. You got a good kitchen. It's not well traveled. Yeah, no, I can see someone hiding out here.
Yeah.
And it might explain where a savage axe came from.
So you get the fireplace started. You do find over the hearth. I'll give this to you for free. There is an interesting little, simplistic but kind of old, like folk carving of Afros and the Graces. Those are her daughters that represent, the basic individual like household things or virtues. So it's like a little symbol of Afros in the middle, and then some little wooden side bits that represent the other ones. It's kind of nice. Sawyer did say to keep an eye out for any family heirloom. he is in the carpentry business, so this might be good to recover or at least leave over the mantelpiece. There's a little votive offering bowl in the middle. It doesn't have anything in it, but you don't really notice anything else about the front end.
All right.
There are some maybe some scraps of paper in the fireplace, but once you've got it started, they're toast.
All right. Well, were we able to get the front door open? I want to get more air flowing through this place.
Got some
Oh no,
buttons
the
in
front
it.
door is sealed shut. Somebody's gonna have to shoulder check it to open that one.
Can we do that without bringing down the front?
Yes, no, you are now aware that you can do that without bringing down the whole house.
I will offer my skills as a.
Okay. Mortis,
I
please make
believe
me an
I have a
easy
higher-
athletics check.
Yeah. Okay.
Just don't slam into the gym.
If I get a bad result on this check, I will be
my
slightly
shoulder.
nettled.
My other shoulder.
Oh, my third soldier. What? What? I'm put together weird.
All right, you don't get it
mean-
your first try, but you can try again.
Okay, I'll try again.
It takes 2 slams.
You
I
don't
was
injure
holding
yourself, but
back
you don't
too
get it in the
much
first
in
one. It's
order
very
to
stuck.
not break anything.
This is where he's going to roll 4 successes and 4 threats. No, kind of. Take a strain. It is a
That
little
middle die
worksome, but
hates
yeah,
you.
you shoulder check the door. You hear this kind of crack snip as the vines outside basically rip and tear, but front door slams open. The hinges are a little creaky, but you get a lot of the creak out of them by just ratcheting them open. There you go. It's pretty well lit in here. Everything kind of has that there's now the pleasant smell of wood smoke over the smell of dust and musk. Get that airflow going.
This is a pretty nice
Probably
place.
pop up in a couple of Yeah, it's gonna need quite a lot of thorough maintenance to make this place like acceptable to customers, but the underlying structure seems pretty sound.
You know,
I'll even say
before I
you guys
decided-
you
before
basically
I
taking care
decided-
of the concealment in the front floor.
Perf. Before I was decided to, walk the line as a priest of fun, I always did consider maybe opening up a nice shop like this. It's like if there's a thing that a good Porq likes besides fighting, it's drinking and eating and hanging out with good folk. Maybe that's why there's a lot of Porq tavern keepers.
I thought it was just the easy access to the booze and the food.
Well, they're provided for themselves.
I mean, technically it's correct. If you own the tavern, you have access to all the food and the booze. You just gotta make sure you don't eat into your own profits.
Alrighty, so you know that there is a staircase up to the loft, which is probably the proprietor's living space, and there is a padlocked trapdoor to the basement.
Let's check up just to be sure.
Alrighty.
Well, someone check the stairs, make sure they're sound. I don't want to be putting my foot through no boards and falling straight into the loo.
I guess as every take a step, we just like put pressure at one.
I mean,
see if it
just,
creaks, push
send
up,
Mortis
see if
up
it creaks.
first.
Good idea.
Actually, yeah, that's a good pressure test.
Actually,
Well,
Mortis should probably suggest a
tally-ho.
character. Mortis is the most solid one. He should go first. If he can cross
Yep.
it, anyone can. Clunk, 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 clunk. All right, you make it up the stairs.
Perfect.
They're a little creaky, and the railing appears to have fallen off in a couple of places. Rotted through. and
I
lost a couple
shouldn't
posts.
explain to him that I think I'm the lightest party member outside of Ryahn.
Yeah, it's true. You are the tallest. Well, actually, I don't know. What kind of armor are you wearing right now? It's the Lamellar, right? It's a
Yes,
little heavy. It's not the most bulky.
but my
But it might
body
be the
weight is
heaviest army
90.
of the
My
squad.
body weight is 90 pounds
Good old.
because I don't have any of the guts or bones.
But all right, up the loft there is a little apartment area suitable for a proprietor. There's a little bit of a landing. There is a private water closet basically built directly up above the lower one, so pipes and stuff.
Pipes and stuff.
And yes, they have pipes because the ancient Romans had pipes.
Oops.
People had there was plumbing. So it's like
Yeah.
early the 12th century.
There is a little, basically 2-room apartment beyond that. You find that in one room there is a bedroom. There is the rotting remains of a bed. There's a writing desk. There's a little wardrobe, armoire type thing. There's a small table and chairs. Then there is a adjoining study area, which is looks like it has a little kitchenette, a personal, wash tub and wash basin. And from what you can see, as you guys poke your head in, there might be some alchemical equipment. However, as you guys are, looking around up here, you do notice there are probably a couple of weak patches in the roof. Some spots where some of the shingles have fallen through and stuff. But you do hear a kind of, buzzing and clattering, and appear to have disturbed a small colony of musca.
What are musca again?
Think giant fly plus mosquito.
Fun.
A hybrid between a mosquito and a biting fly, gangly long legs, bulbous bodies, oily black carapace, and the protruding proboscis.
All right, let's crush them.
I would like everybody to roll initiative.
I assume I can use Majigi, right?
Yeah, you can vigilance.
Wait, what's my will?
It's average checks. I keep forgetting.
And no, there's no difficulty dice. Just roll them and add up your positives. So.
Nice, me.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Well, I actually got something, and then I didn't get something. Musca are not crawling with initiative skills.
I'd be very surprised if they were.
So let's see. We started with Lucky, so that's 2, 2. So that's 2 people together.
I go first out of the ones. I know that.
We have 1, 2 advantage, so that's NPC, NPC. And what initiative should the young master have? Probably just 2 greens. I don't think he's trained in vigilance.
I mean, he might be just.
But
it's
he
like
rolls
the
pretty
oldest...
good, so.
Oh well, okay, it doesn't matter.
All right, I will. Even though it's technically an NPC, I will count that as an extra PC slot at the top.
So he doesn't Leroy Jenkins himself.
Yeah, not unless you want him to take a run. But
speaking of Leroy Jenkins,
yeah, that does sound about right.
Permission to Leroy.
You're in the front.
That's like you all the tank.
There are 2 minion groups of 3, by the way. One basically comes boiling out from under the ruins of the bed, ripping and tearing through the old, straw mattress, and the other comes out of the, adjoining area.
I'm going to rush over to one of the minion groups.
All right. So one maneuver, engage.
Yep, I am engaged. I'm going to point my sword at it. And cast Firebolt.
Right. You don't want to engage in
rather icy sphere.
Slap unless you.
Why? I don't get negatives.
Oh right, yeah, you get to add close combat for free. That's right.
Yeah.
That's true. It's been a while since we cast
Attache thingy. I also don't get any penalties. Finally.
Yep.
I'm just gonna add straight damage to this one. So that makes it just a purple.
Yeah.
I think if I'm just doing the damage.
Attack starts at easy, and you get to add close for free. So you're not adding any other extras. Yeah.
I don't think I should, and rather it be a bolt of like ice.
Yeah.
I don't really think I should.
Do you have any defense? You do have 1.
I actually have a magic damage stat now, so that can do damage.
I'm trying to remember how we figured this out. I don't think their defense comes into it right away because it's not explicitly a ranged or.
Like it's non-type defense where applies.
Yeah. No,
I
they have
succeed.
Normal. Yeah, with 3. Okay. What is your int?
My int is 2.
Okay, and how much extra damage does your implement give you?
It gives me the same as would a rod, so I believe that is 3.
So 8 damage total.
Okay, yeah, that's 8. They have 1 soak. Knock that down to 7. And they only have 3 wounds, so that is 2. Yeah, you just.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is it actually?
Yes.
Is it you got a arcane focus in your sword? I think.
Yeah, it's in the hilt of my sword. So it comes
so
out through the
you
blade,
whip up
basically.
your sword, and then just flick it out, and just a big line of ice crystals forms in the air and just completely bisects two of these giant fly mosquito things. And they
And
just
I
kind
go,
of
finally, it worked! As that is my
Yeah.
first damage I have actually maintained with a spell.
Yeah.
Ever.
yeah, no, implements, they're good. Talents, they're good.
Progress. Haven't-
But yeah, no, there's kind of a slightly gross, like icy squelching sound, and then they just turn into like little piles of chitin on the floor. Clank, 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 clank.
And then I believe challenge is not a maneuver. I can just do it.
I thought it was a maneuver.
Well, okay.
No, I think challenge isn't a maneuver.
It might be an incidental. Let me pop up my talent guide and double check.
Yeah, it's just you may use this.
Well, all the descriptions read like that. I honestly think they shouldn't, but I think they're trying to save
Okay.
fucking
So,
space.
all right.
Let me double check. I'm getting the document open. 'Cause
Sorry.
I have a big list of most of the talents. I agree that it should. Most of them in their descriptions should, in fact, say use a maneuver, an incident,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or,
but
yeah. Or if it's an incidental, just that's when it should say you just do it.
Or at
and
least
then if
have,
it's
like,
an
a
out of
symbol that
turn,
say
you have
what-
to specify. But okay, what tier is that? Tier one.
Yeah.
The tier 1 talent. Challenge. It is a maneuver. Active maneuver.
Okay, then I will suffer a strain to use it.
Yeah, that's 2 strain, but yes. All
Yeah.
right. Are you challenging the group that you just booped?
No, I'm challenging the one I did not boop. Because
Okay,
I
makes
believe
sense.
they are within short range.
Yes, they would be within short range.
Yes, then I will challenge the one I did not boop.
Honestly, you're in like a little, loft apartment. All of this is probably shortish range. You would probably have to like back out of the room, back onto the landing to get back to medium range. Just everybody FYI. All right, that's all of Dallas's actions.
That
Next
is my
PC.
turn.
I'd like to go.
Okay. If you're gonna
Prob-
polish off the team that's already dead, I would like to suggest. I was going to say that if you guys don't do that, Aslan will go and do that.
I want
I was
Aslan
gonna-
to get some experience.
I was
so-
at the other group, so we can go do that.
Okay. Yep, they're still disengaged, so that's probably a good time. So you wish to go? That makes sense. You are the
Probably shouldn't shoot it
The
like
Wrenchrook?
crawl space, but because fuck it, just might as well. It's a small cloud anyway.
cluster of 3 minions. Angrily
They're
buzzing.
engaged.
Proboscis is wobbling.
All right. Draw, aim, fire.
They do have 1 ranged defense. They are small bug things.
Ooh, and then it would be full setback.
Oh, yeah, actually. How far does the lantern go? Is that short range?
Yes.
Okay. You do not add the concealment because you guys technically it's very dim up here, but I just described how small the room is, and Porter, I believe, still has his lantern lit
Yes.
because it's just on his stick, so you're within the light range, so it's just the 1 defense.
Right. Yeah, I think this is it.
All right, you've done pretty good.
Nice.
Well, that will be
Damage.
10 pierce 2. So I think that just kills them.
Yes, they only have 3 wounds each, and there's 3 of them, so.
I would like to give. I'd like to heal a strain, then give an upgrade to
The forest.
blanking his name to Forest.
Even name is Aslan, but yes.
Aslan.
Or possibly Ashlyn,
Aslan.
but I prefer Aslan. It's the same root, but anyway. All right.
This is why I just
Okay,
keep calling
yeah.
him Master.
Take an
You
upgrade.
just thunk, thunk, thunk. 3 Muskas get stuck to the far wall, and then, like I said, kind of collapse into slightly gooey piles of just random chitin.
The Forest fits his job.
Bug wings. All right, well, he will go if you don't have anything else you wish to do, Leona.
And this would be the group that is engaged with me, correct?
Yes.
That's extra good because I believe he has to be adjacent to me to attack them, correct?
Yeah.
Which means bodyguard will automatically kick in.
No, you have to activate bodyguard.
Oh, right, I do. Shit. Oh, well.
But you can use
go.
your other talent.
I
to
can
parry.
use parry, right?
Yeah, you can bulwark from or whatever it is. Okay,
Yeah.
he's got an upgrade, so let's say that's 3 yellows, 2 purples, 1 setback. And actually, technically, Leona should have rolled 1 less purple there because it was a short range shot.
Right. My bad.
It's average for all melee.
That
but
would have been overkill still.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Oh, this man, this we
He
didn't-
probably
this boy should be teaching us.
Oh
shit.
Jesus, he yeetus the
Yeah. So Aslan is like, right, yes, of course, Miss Skystrike. Ah! And he does the fucking throw the axe up in the air and a flip and jump back down smash.
He
Huh.
fire him crits.
Yeah, basically. The bed is
Amber!
obliterated. Straw and chips of wood go everywhere. The Muska is obliterated very much so. And technically he should have an advantage on that, so it's only 3. But I do think with 3 threats, there is a and he just goes through the floor. Ah!
I grab him.
Make me a I'll allow athletics. Make me an average athletics check.
Oh, thank God.
I am not close enough, so I cannot be like.
True.
I mean, he's right next to me, so I
Yeah,
figured it was fair enough to ask. Of like, athletics. Okay, thank God it's athletics.
I thought about making it coordination. I'm like, no, you can also use
I
athletics
will
to prevent
fail
falling
that.
damage.
I still. Oh my!
Wow.
What?
Do I just spike
What?
the kid?
What?
No. You failed
No,
with advantage. So,
You fall.
he's probably wearing like a nice little traveling cloak and pack. You grab those.
Oh, I was about to. Oh, can I make an alternate suggestion?
What do you got?
He grabs a kid, but Dallas falls instead.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's probably better. Would you
move out of the
would you
way.
prefer a fall yourself, or would you like to lessen his?
I would prefer my fall myself because that
Yeah,
fits
so
in with my
basically, yes,
character of
you-
a giant
you-
doof.
you know, throw your hips into it, you yank him back into the room, but that means you shifted your weight into the gaping hole in the floor, and you now fall in there. I would like you to roll me a. Oh, what is? I think falling is an average. It might be hard. Let me double check.
That's
Is,
short. I think the ball-
what
maybe
skill
short
is
ball.
it?
It is athletics, but
Okay.
let me double check our
It's just how many P's? Is it 3
environmental
P's or 2 P's?
effects.
All the P.
Okay. Falling.
Probably asking.
Average
yourself,
athletics check.
How did I get here?
Just gotta make the same check you made last time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, look how that turned out. If I do that again, I'll fucking die.
I mean, your soak takes up half of it at least.
True, you will soak a decent amount of that.
To start 5 or 10 in this case.
Okay. So you would suffer. You reduce the damage you would suffer by 2, so that is 8 minus your soak. So whatever your soak
Okay,
is,
so
you take.
2 wounds.
And with your threats, I would say you take 12 strain, but I do not go for the you can't
So
soak
I'm
strain damage on
unconscious.
falling that the raw says, because that means you always pass out every time you fall.
Yeah,
So,
I was like, so
uh,
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, so you can still reduce that 12 by your soak as well. You might still pass out because I remember your strain threshold is a little dodgy, but yeah.
No, I'm conscious.
You might need a break.
Oh no,
yeah.
no, I'm not conscious. I am unconscious.
God
I
damn.
forgot I casted a
How
spell.
much is your strain?
I casted a spell.
Right. Yes. you
My
still
strain
have
is
1.
13, but I had
Well, what's
with
your-
the soak
what's your
it is 8.
Yeah, he's taken 4
4.
so far.
Oh no, 5. My soak is 5.
Yeah.
I'm at
No,
1.
you're still fine.
I have 1 strain left.
Yeah, it's no. You got like 6. Because this
No, I
is
have 1.
12 minus your soak.
Yeah,
which is
I was
like-
at 8. I was at 8 before this fall.
Oh
Wait.
no, you weren't. You had plenty of time to rest. You should be at 0 strain.
He took
Right?
2 and then he took from the spell.
Yeah, no, I took 2 and then I took 1 and then I took 2.
So that's
Oh right, yes,
5.
you took an extra maneuver. Yeah. So that's 5, and then
So that puts me down to 8. So yes, I am at 1.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
You so you go through the floor. You land flat on your back. The wind is completely knocked out of your lungs. No idea how that works. You don't need to breathe. But
I don't
Ow,
have
it hurts.
lungs.
I guess we can
however,
wait
I
on
would
this
say
rest.
with his double triumphs, as the bed is obliterated and also the floor is obliterated, it's a really good axe, guys.
It is.
A little chest a small chest is catapulted out from under the bed and kind of slides into a wall. Clunk.
Huh.
You know,
Huh.
Aslan is kind of sitting on the floor, and he's like, "Oh, I appear to have destroyed the floor."
That was quite impressive.
It's all like, there's some muscle under that tiny frame of yours there.
You know, practice a lot of chopping wood.
Oi.
So Mortis, are you okay down there?
I'm not dead. Yes, I'm okay.
I was about to say, there's a joke in there.
I'm not dead. Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you need medical assistance and/or attention?
No, but I am going to take one of those fucking caffeine pill drinks that we bought. The strain potions.
Yeah, take an energy potion.
Yeah,
All
how
right.
much strain does that heal?
5.
Okay, so I'm at 6 strain. Got it.
But
yay, the Muska are defeated. You might want to do something about that floor hole. Because that goes straight through to the kitchen, but
Portia,
you
do
know,
how to
you done it.
mend wood floor?
Ryan's gonna move forward and check to see if the floor was like rotted or anything, or if it was
yeah, it seems like there was probably some rot damage. You know, those Muska were like nesting in this bed, and the bed had kind of
Probably
rotted
moist.
on top of it, so it was a little wet, a little worn through, and then just like I said, the kid did a Fire Emblem crit, so that's a lot of force.
Yeah.
He is basically a grown man, you know. He's like 18, so
No, you're mine.
quite a lot of weight to slap on that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like, I could probably do something, but it's going to require a bit of juice, and I'm not quite sure what we want to do that. I was like, our job is just to note the repairs, not to try and fix them.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm gonna quaff my other energy potion. I'm
It
now
looks
out
like
of energy
they're-
potions.
The
Looks like
second
part
time
of
it
the-
heals 4.
It does look
goes
like
down
part of
in,
the floor
every
was
time you take one, so-
rotted, so it might be best to let professionals deal with
Yeah.
fixing it.
Alright, but look, hey, there
You
was a
no longer have
chest.
energy potions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say we...
There's a little chest with a latch lock.
Oh, is it actually
how about you-
locked?
Yes, you jiggle it. Yeah,
I'll pick
you
it
could
up
attempt
and,
to force
you
it
check-
open, or Leona can attempt to just pop the lock.
Hey,
yeah,
you
check the-
on?
I don't. Just check the rest of this. What remains of it,
Uh,
honestly.
Mortis, you find scattered down below you, since you are now with the ruins of the bed. As you're picking yourself up and drinking some potions, you find a couple of what look like human bones, kind of that were in the mess of where the bed was. There might, in fact, also be a couple of other bones scattered around the room, in the corners now.
I wonder if this was our vagrant occupant.
Probably.
I assume that Ryahn is probably interested in the makeshift alchemy lab in the other room.
Yes.
Right. You pop
Check
through.
that out.
Yes. Looks like he's got a mostly intact study. It actually counts as an alchemist lab, though it appears to be worn down a little bit. You'd probably need to make an easy mechanics check to repair it, basically treat it as damaged one step. But yeah, he's got a full lab set up in here. There are even a few loose leaf notes that are still intact. A little smudged, a little dusty, but looks like it keeps his notes of what herbs he was growing in the garden. You know, you can tell which ones he's got in there. Again, most of your usual medicinal stuff, mostly plants that have certain essential oils that are good for medicine or flavoring. You know, spearmint, probably some turmeric. You know, stuff like that. Leona, it's a very simple latch lock. You get in there and just pops open.
Pop.
Okay.
Ashton, you did the honors
Also, I
opening
forgot
it.
to mention, on the outside, on the top of it, it has the name Sawyer on it in tarnished silver.
Oh, okay, so this is definitely belongs to...
Yeah. So you flip them open. Inside, you find a small little journal. There is a coin purse that has 500 gold in it.
Nice.
500. Damn.
There's a
bag
little
covers.
wrapped fragments of a red gem you don't recognize. There are a couple little sachets of but smell like mint tea. You can tell it's clearly tea and it smells minty.
Mhm.
And there's actually a little set of little bone dice in here. So there's a dice set.
Mhm.
And there is a black iron key that Leona, you're pretty sure looks like the same make as that padlock onto the trapdoor downstairs.
It's like this is the padlock key.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you have your you have the journal. You've got a bag full of emergency cash, and there is a mysterious red gem in there. Plus,
I
I
don't
get,
know,
like I
like-
said, some tea and a dice set.
Porter, how does we put this money towards, I guess, purchasing this?
Oh, I mean,
Alright, give it back to
technically, this money belongs to Nash.
Well, no, he said we could take whatever we found as long as it wasn't a family heirloom, right?
That is a law.
Yes.
He said we could take things within reason.
I mean, you could ask him about the 500. If you were to use it to fund purchasing this place, that would basically go to him anyway.
Yeah. So it's
And
like,
you
but
could
like,
you
I
could
guess-
negotiate hit with him to cover the costs.
it's like I don't
Porter-
know about you, but when you ask someone to go find the things in your new place, you just don't go. All right, well I found this gold in here that technically belongs to this person, but it's mine now because I found it. Finder's fee. That's like
Like the 11 gold in the tip jar, he's probably not going to miss that.
No.
There, this.
But
we'll
like
go
I
back
said,
to
this
the-
was in a literal locked chest with his fucking
Right, yeah.
family name on it.
Right.
Yes.
We should read the journal. I guess.
Leona's
Maybe
going to
focus.
skim through the journal, it sounds
Mhm.
like.
I'm gonna put the fucking the ledger in the fucking box too. Might as well just
Sure.
take the whole damn box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
just get the
Easy to
box,
transport.
Yeah.
Ryahn, do you want to examine anything in the box, or are you going to take a crack at the alchemist's lab?
I'll take a look at the gem.
Alright.
The gems.
You think this may be a failed or used up transmutation stone?
Neat.
That's
There's
a
plant
magical
monster
item
in
that
the box
makes
basement.
transmutation easier.
Trying to make hyper crops.
Interesting. Whatever it is, it's used up though, but it was used for something dealing with transmutation.
I swear to God, if we find a dog-girl hybrid in the basement, I'm leaving.
Nah, it's gonna be a plant girl hybrid, and we're gonna recruit her, and she's gonna become the next traveler.
Well, it depends if it's the alchemist creation that is an adventurer's, or if it's the one that wants you to kill it.
True.
Sleep with
Very
Fun
true.
Valbrane.
Oh yes.
Maybe
By the
I'll-
way, I feel like we should be calling ourselves like the travelers of the mini paths. I forgot to mention that. I'm dumb.
That's fine.
Yes, that was good. That was good.
Shorthand, we're known as the travelers.
That works.
As long as we don't go to Europe, I think we're fine.
But
yeah, so,
well, maybe there's a clue
Skip
there
this
in that
journal.
journal.
That's.
Leona skims the journal.
Yeah.
I take sand damage. Let's go.
No,
You
we're
have
not,
learned the
using, we're not
unnatural.
using that roll. We're not using that system. But yeah, so basically you start reading the journal. You're obviously probably speed reading a little bit, but
Yum.
the journal is noted to Cassius Sawyer, who used to own this place. It details basically he started keeping this journal about when he graduated from his apprenticeship in the Brewers Guild to when he left to become an adventurer. He basically talks about being dissatisfied with the family trade of carpentry, but he still had a big drive to craft. His original spec would have been craftsman, craftmaster. So he, starts brewing, gets his training there. He opens up a tavern. Originally, it was called the Scion's Share. So he starts first brewing beer, and then he moves on to making potion making, and then to even more complex alchemy. In order to fund his crafting and self-teaching, he does in his journal admit he engages in some less than savory practices, such as illegal gambling, watering down his drinks to make the stock last longer, and even helping local groups of bandits practice certain amounts of smuggling through his basement.
Oh.
He ends up funding a local bandit gang to help him steal rare materials and acquire coins for them. And they start to hang out around the tavern more, which he doesn't like because he is engaged in a relationship with one of his staffers.
Oh no.
So all of his happy romancy times are interrupted by shady individuals lurking in his bar.
Shady people doing shady things.
The climax of the diary basically ends where the bandits introduce him to a man in a green cloak interwoven with leaves, and he
boy.
has wooden horns under his hood.
Oh,
He gambles
boy.
with this man and loses, and to repay him, the man says he will help them with a great work in a wood north of town. Cassius goes there and encounters a series of mysterious standing stones and an idol of a winged minotaur holding a mirror. The robed man demands he makes a pact, but Cassius refuses and flees in the scuffle, though unfortunately he reports that his lover is killed in the struggle with the bandits. Realizing that his business partners are part of a fiendish cult, he basically ends the diary by saying, he shall now go and join the Adventurers Guild and commit himself to, serving the Scions and defeating the forces of darkness.
Well, this took a turn.
Is it very descriptive where the path to like the cult? I guess this cult ritual site.
Yeah,
would be?
not that descriptive. Also, this was like 20 years ago, so.
True, so they might have been murdered already.
But
mean,
you could
research.
probably report it to somebody just in case. Though I will say the diary does end on a note, and it says, "In the event of my death, should you find this journal, please burn it."
This is some fantasy Delta Green shit.
And anybody who actually, Leona, are you reading this out loud?
I'm probably reading like I guess when it gets to the actual. Cult,
Okay, when it gets to the business
when
parts.
it gets to the actual demon cult part, yeah.
All right. Anybody then listening in can make me an easy no outside roll.
No outside
Oh, boy.
roll.
I'm good at that.
I'm not actually, surprisingly.
I'm not either, sadly. But
I have one of that
I'm gonna try it. Easy
because
roll?
backstory
Yes.
reasons.
This sounds like some demon shit though.
Damn it. I know there's something about this, but I don't.
Yes, you can, Leona. You can tell that it's something to do with the archdemons and the forces of darkness.
Oh, it's an easy check?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try because.
Dang, my knowledge specialization is in rules, not outsider. Oh well.
Well, you did
Could've
really
gotten
well.
Big boy points. Big success.
I have one in outside, two in no. Because
Well, no, it'll be int and then your int and then whatever your no outside is.
yeah. So I have one in outside, which is the
Okay, yeah,
yellow.
it's the yellow. All right. Okay. So everybody but Leona. Leona, you can tell that this is Forces of Darkness archdemon shit. But you don't know which one because you're not really studied on the forms of the Forces of Darkness in this continent that much. Like
I know
your
it's, like,
knowledge
some
is much
kind of,
more
like-
dungeoneering and practical.
Yeah.
The actual like spooky evil occult shit is not what
I
you
can
know
gather
about.
that it was like some kind of druid cult, maybe.
A
thing.
demon cult thing. The rest of you who succeed, some of you by quite a lot, basically by the description and the trappings, and if you check the journal, some of the sketches Cassius made, means that you believe this would be a small cult associated with Zagan, the archdemon of transmutation. So,
Oh.
because one of Zagan's forms is he is said to appear as a winged bull.
Oh,
Oh,
there
boy.
probably is a plant monster in the basement, and probably in a smuggler's den.
We'll figure that out later.
We'll find out what's down there.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's put the journal. Honestly, he says burn the journal, but I think his relative might want to know what fucking actually happened to him.
Yeah. I think his relative can make the decision on burning it.
Yeah, so let's put the
that's
ledger
up to
in
him.
there. We'll put the journal in there, the 500 gold. I guess the fragments of the transmutation stone? And the, what was it, tea?
I don't know how comfortable I am with.
The stone's broken.
Yeah, the stone's broken.
Yeah,
the
but
stone- the
it
stone
is
is
very.
damaged.
It's just proof
I know,
that
but
what happened.
It has very clearly been used in an attempt to bargain with Zagan. I'm not.
Don't
No.
know that.
Oh, no.
We don't know that.
It's just the
The
transmutation.
the
You also
production
forgot
of the
about it.
stone is something
Wait.
that he talks about in the journal. That's why he needs all those materials.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I messed up the timeline. I thought the work that he wanted was part. Okay, never
No,
mind.
the work-
he
he refused
refused
the
the
great
work at the
yeah.
end. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
never mind. Then I don't care.
Yeah.
Ignore that.
Dallas only cares so much as there was demon worshippers. This minute that we were done with that, he's like, I'm out.
Well, it's like I don't immediately have the urge to destroy it now.
But
It is not sinister. It is perfectly normal.
all right. So let's gather up the chest. We have the big. Oh yeah, that was it. The big key.
Yes,
Ah,
you will want to take the black iron key out of
Alright.
it.
Did
Well, have we
anyone
checked
check
all
the
the
alchemy
rooms?
lab?
I
Yep.
would do that. I would do that now. I mean, I
Okay.
got the basic information about what he was growing in his farm. Rest of it seems fairly mundane.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Interesting.
He is normal.
Well, no,
Right.
he is.
Looking at this, it's like I'm pretty sure it's a lot of it's overgrown, but he did have quite a little mix here. You can do a lot with some of this stuff. He had a lot of the base stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of the exotic things, but you can make a solid
It
stuff.
is
I mean,
is hard
out
to
of character, I
say.
can tell you, you guys have basically stumbled into the fantasy equivalent of, a Call of Cthulhu scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to check out the weird property of somebody's dead uncle, and there's a weird diary. But because it's fantasy, you guys don't freak out when you're attacked by giant blight insects.
No, because it's like that's it's a
Normal.
mob. It's
Yeah.
a mob.
That's our day job.
Oh, a winged bull. Who cares?
It's like
It's all like
it's all. It's
My
one of
dog-
one of the arc demons. God damn. You know.
my scion is a horned lady. Big deal.
Yeah.
She sits on a globe.
I
She
think
has very
Yuna
bountiful assets.
Yuna's just blind, or not blind. That's she just has a sword,
Yeah.
or scales, or both. It depends.
All right,
Alright,
so
we
we
should
checked
go
out the
check out the
lab. We
basics.
checked
If
out
you're
the
curious, Zagon opposes Mir, by the way.
Which one's mirror again?
Meditation and knowledge.
Magic and
Scion
secrets.
of magic, secrets, dungeons, architecture.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Ryan's favorite scion.
Mir is
Well,
the
I thought
guy
Ryan
of
had a
structures.
tie to Dio.
Ryan has 3 favored scions, so
Yeah.
2 for belief reasons and 1 for saving his neck reason.
One for I really don't want to run into a death god.
Hey, we have a similar backstory. I have Dia marked as it's complicated in terms of relationship.
I mean, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. That's everybody's relationship with the scion of life and death. Like, all of my notes about cultural religion points are like, yeah, it's with Dio, it's weird. Like, it's always weird because you don't want to meet Dio, but when you do inevitably have to meet Dio, you usually want to be on good terms. So, like, you don't want to be mean.
You be respectful, but it's also like cautious.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should
All right,
probably
all right. So can we call the upstairs secure?
Yeah, you've cleared the upstairs.
All right, let us head to that trapdoor. Someone peek their head in the water closet to make sure there ain't no shit goblin in there.
No, it's fine.
All right, cool.
Probably want to, give the pipes a deep scrubbing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Punch the shit goblin in the face.
Alrighty. So, basement. You unlock the trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
I assume throw it on open.
Yep.
swing.
It is pitch dark down there.
Is it a stairway down or a ladder down?
It's a shortened stairwell, so kind of that hybrid step.
Mm-hmm.
Light is a spell wizards can cast in this universe, correct?
Yeah, you can use a utility spell.
Utility.
You have to take the
yeah.
strain, but
Yeah,
yes, you can.
I'm going to use a utility
you-
spell.
Actually,
Do you want me to do that?
That would probably be a better idea, yeah.
Yes,
All right.
you are a little tired.
One moment.
I'm only moderately tired now.
True.
But
did
knowing
chug
you,
two-
you're gonna
two
immediately
mana
start throwing
potions.
spells again. So let's hold off.
Probably we need to buy you more energy potion.
I will work on that. I figured out where my budget's going to be going.
Actually, I'm gonna throw. Actually, how long does it take to do a medicine check? Wait, I can't use medicine. I'm dumb.
Yeah, you cannot use
I will
medicine on
use.
me.
I will. You got 2 wounds on you, don't you? Though.
No, we
Yeah,
Yes.
it should be at least 2.
Yes. I will cast the healing spell on you then.
Yep.
And-
Alrighty, that is an easy spell cast, I
We
think,
should
with
ro-
no
oh,
bells
wait,
and
we didn't roll
whistles.
to recover strain after the encounter. Actually.
Oh yeah, you should actually roll as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
You
that's
finished
right.
it, so
What is that again? Sorry.
it's discipline or cool, right?
So discipline, I guess.
Yeah. For most people, it's one or the other, but I believe you have options.
And
This
it's
game is usually
against
very
no
nice
purples,
about letting
right?
you, whenever there's like a break of like, well, you could use Dex or Strength, or you could use this or that. There's always a little something.
No purples with this.
No, yeah, it's just straight up roll, and then every success is a strain. Okay. so you
Sweet,
hit
2
the
strain.
I mean, I guess
Wait, can I
technically-
use that? Oh, no, I can't.
No, you can only use the.
Not without
success.
talents.
Okay, I'm almost at full then.
There are talents in some trees where you can get like the ability to heal wounds or extra strain and stuff.
All right, I heal 1 of my strain.
I'm not down anything. This is just my utility spell.
It's good. It's a good light.
I was full of.
And with 3 advantages, maybe it's kind of Nike. It reaches a little longer. It's like kind of a dim light. But
Okay, so you whip up a little red plasma.
Yes, and
Kinda-
it is definitely crackling between
Yeah.
between the prongs of my staff. So
So there's that. First, there's that. All you have this odd sense of deja vu as you hear the sound of a fluorescent light kicking on. But it's just Ryahn staff.
Okay.
All right.
Well.
Do you still want to drop the heal because he does still have the 2 wounds?
Yeah.
All right. I believe it is Uzi.
Yep. So.
I wonder.
No. Okay.
Wow.
He's probably really good.
Yep.
I mean, I'm only down 2, so yeah.
2
Well,
wounds?
yeah, but also the advantage. I think that's 4 strain as well.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
That
Yeah,
was
so
the
Yeah, no, I'm full.
You're
I'm
fully
maxed.
juiced.
I wonder if those bones are older Sawyer man.
probably not. Older Sawyer man left to do adventure.
Mm-mm.
Yep. You know that as you don't know exactly where, because Nash didn't have the exact details, but he died adventuring. Presumably, he was somewhere being an alchemist, fighting forces of darkness.
Yes.
All right.
All right. But
Okay. So, like I said, it's still total of concealment 3 down there. So I think you also have 1 die, but you do have some light. It's pretty broad.
Mhm.
Who's going in first?
That would be me.
All right.
Brian's probably behind him then because
I feel like that is a
Yeah.
safe assumption.
All right. So you hop down the short stair. Not quite a folding staircase, but about that size. You enter into a root cellar and storage area. There's some shelves of here for storing vegetables or preserved grain. They're all stripped bare, but there's no like rotting materials in them. They do have a very light layer of dust. There are a couple of lamps hung here, but they don't have any oil in them. There are some
By
spare
the way,
chairs
oh
and
my
household
God,
supplies
just to
stacked
say,
here.
I have my sword hella drawn.
Oh yeah. No, I figured. I figured you probably haven't put it away since we got here. There are a couple of household supplies. There's some extra spare nails and boards and some sandbags. A little rough in quality, but seem intact. And the weird thing, though, is obviously this is like, a pretty standard root cellar type formation. It basically runs the length and breadth of the service area kind of behind the tavern front. There's another door down here that leads to a separate part of the foundation that is under the actual tavern part.
I assume that is the smuggling path.
So, yes, all of you kind of, tromp down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've scoped it out. Check out the door. So,
Well,
probably just going to
check
have...
I want to check to make sure the room is clear.
Yes, I will save us the extra step and say yes,
Okay.
the root cellar is clear.
I'm just very nervous because it was locked from the outside, which is never a good thing.
Correct. But okay, then I'm gonna guess probably Mortis slides the door open with his shield hand. Or
Yes.
actually, probably with your sword hand. Keep your shield to block the door frame.
Yeah.
So just kind of again. And yes, there is a surprisingly spacious basement. There are, actual stone walls in this basement. It's not just like packed earth. There are additional like archways of mason stone and wood holding up the tavern floor above you. Probably why the floor is not in bad shape. There are some extra racks for storing bottles of wine and casks of beer, though almost all of them appear to either be used up or are covered in mold and mildew.
Ew.
Everything in this basement smells damp, musty, stale. There are actually several sets of tables and chairs in here. They have barrels or stools for them, but they do have little candelabras on them. Some of them appear to be broken up and smashed. But even from where you guys are standing, as Mortis like opens the door and probably takes a couple steps in as you guys are backlit. You can see very obviously what looks like a couple of corpses in various states of disrepair. Mostly dressed like shabby cut purses and bandits. Lots of like rough leather or rough fur armor.
Hey,
and also plainly visible in one of the walls.
Okay, never mind.
There is a dug out or collapsed section of the stones and brickwork. Looks like there's a couple buckets of waste rock there, maybe some rusted out picks. And it looks like there is a cistern or aqueduct tunnel beyond this.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Hey,
So yeah, there's a knocked-in entrance.
Porter, could you do me a huge favor?
What was that?
Porter?
Is my mic not on?
There you go. There you
Okay,
go.
sorry. I was like, what was that? I was like, what's that?
Could you check to see? Sorry. Could you check to see how these gentlemen passed? I'm a bit nervous that we're not alone down here.
Go to north?
It seems perfectly fine. It's just a little dusty. What could possibly be hiding in a basement?
Don't say that. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't actually say that. But I was
A lot
like,
of things.
Oh, please don't tempt Fortuna. She delights in those kind of words.
Take
All right, so Porter, you are going to approach a corpse.
Yes. I will approach a corpus.
All right. As you approach a corpse, you're minding your own business. In the center of the room, a large black mold drops down from the ceiling.
God damn it, I knew fungus.
Splurk. And then a handful of the corpses stand up.
God
They're not
damn
just
it.
corpses. They are cannibal creepers. They have very obvious patches of mold and vines growing in and about their bony bodies. Everybody give me an average fear check. That's discipline.
I knew it. I
Okay.
knew there would be
Run
some
back.
sort of fungus. I knew it.
Yes, there is a fungus among us.
I want to lightning breath them, but that's a dumb idea.
You are in an enclosed space. You probably do want to be careful about that.
Yeah. What's
Nothing.
What else was fear again?
I fear no man.
Discipline.
That's not quite how that works, Dallas.
Well, it's
I
not a
didn't
man.
fail.
You did fail.
Yeah, you got no results.
Oh,
it's
no
a
results is a
failure
fail?
for Aslan.
Yeah,
but
because
he
you got no
gets
sick.
with
You got no
advantage.
sick. You got no success.
I got none.
Damn.
Also.
All right, we got some interesting results. All right, let me go to.
No, Axe also. Oh, no, yeah. No, everyone failed except for Porter.
Porter. Well, Porter
He
goes.
crit.
Well, Porter literally does go. I fucking knew it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, with your roll, yeah, you definitely do.
Yes, the fear check. Okay.
Wait, what can I do with a triumph? Can I do anything with a triumph on a fear check?
Yeah. Basically, you do not have to call for any further fear checks from this source.
Oh, okay.
Any scoobly mobs like this, you don't have to worry about it. Let's see. So, those of you who fail by having everything canceled out, you just have a standard natural aversion. You are unnerved and distracted and are disoriented for the rest of the encounter. You take a single black die because, the creepy mold thing.
Okay.
God, it's so goopy.
Creepy
I wanna
mold
burn
thing.
it, but that might
Creepy
cause
mold
You.
skeletons.
You.
Yeah, cannibal. There is a minion group of 3 cannibal creepers and 1 black mold, which is a rival.
Which is a
Oh,
what?
weird
big-
and goopy.
It's a rival. It's a big goopy
Okay.
monster. It is
Yeah,
silver.
black molds are, not being metagame, but black molds are penis heads. I fucking hate those things.
Yeah, this is not quite the same thing because obviously different rule set. But yes,
Well,
it's a
yeah.
little in that vein.
Yeah.
Black mold, so I should do fire on it, right?
that works.
Yeah.
I mean, game mechanics wise, you can probably do fire and not have to worry about it. But I'm
Well-
like averse to using fucking earth magic,
Well-
underground.
Wait, also, doesn't fire make them split? Or is that a different thing?
That's what I was joking about. I can't remember exactly, but it's something
yeah,
like that.
I think it's fire and lightning make them split.
Now, there's no guarantee that this works exactly like that.
Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
can make a
no,
reasonable
we
guess
were
that it
just
does have the ability to walk on walls and ceilings without any penalty because
It's
reasons.
an amorphous creature.
And apparently possess corpses.
Well,
no,
cannibal
those-
creepers, their type of minion. They look like undead, but they're not. It's basically, I don't forget what D&D calls them, but it's basically those divine.
I believe it's
They're
Divine
yellow
zombie
mu-
guys.
Yellow
They're
mushroom
basically,
creeper.
they're basically the things from Last of Us, essentially.
Yeah, like there's little bits of vine and mold and stuff growing out of them that basically gets to move these skeleton guys around.
They're fun little zombies.
But
Oh, boy.
okay, so that's what the straight failures do.
Initiative, I guess.
Porter, you do get 1 threat, so you should take a strain, but you're fine. Let's see. And as usual, the unfortunate page requirements is like, so it says effects for generating advantage or triumph, and then they just use one for like you pass. That has nothing to do with those symbols. Edge/fantasy fight games. Yeah, I guess just because you failed pretty simply as well with your 1 advantage, you and Aslan are both also distracted. But if you had any strain, Leona, you can heal 1.
So I assume we initiative now?
Yes, roll me some initiative.
Yes.
Probably. Well, actually, no. Those of you who want to roll cool can roll cool because you may not have been surprised. Okay.
Fuck, I'm not rolling cool.
I have
So-
poison.
I was surprised that it was a mold.
Creepers.
Yeah,
I'm more surprised about
I believe it is fair to say that I'm not surprised that there's something down here. I'm surprised at what it is.
Yeah.
But I did warn you all about plants.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we just didn't. I didn't expect the fungal zombies.
Yeah.
I expected something much more horrifying than this.
No, I'm
Excuse-
softballing a little.
Excuse me, you're telling me that you don't find, corpses controlled by plants not creepy?
No, I do, but I expected a half-formed demon alchemical abomination.
Oh, wow, I'm rolling good dice. Yes, a black mold has vigilance too. It is an ambush predator.
It's an ambush predator.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Okay. All right. Did everybody roll then?
Yeah.
So.
Forrest want to roll?
Like 5 people got the same
right,
result.
Yeah, I gotta roll another Jidja for him. Wow, he's killing it
that's
today.
bad.
He has no vigilance, but he's trying. Okay.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, that's his roll.
poster boy. Wow, nice.
That's
I think he's
twice
top
in
of
a
the
row. He's just
initiative.
rolled greens on his vigilance and been okay. Woo, base stats.
I think he's actually just top of the initiative order.
Okay.
It just gives us
We
the
have
slots.
multiple success advantages, but PCs go first in that case. So 2 PC slots there, and PC.
Well, no, didn't he get doubles success advantage?
Yeah,
we
no.
all
I'm
share
talking
the
about
slot.
there are 2 people who
Oh,
rolled
okay.
success. 3 people technically rolled success advantage also, but the
Yeah.
2 PCs who rolled that go before the NPC who did.
Yeah.
And Lucky got just an advantage, so it's then PC, NPC, because the Cannibal Creepers got 1 success. All right. As usual, PCs catapult to the top of the order.
I would
We'll go first
like
because of DeForest or that man.
I would like permission to Leroy.
No, I will go first because I walked up the furthest and I was the one
That's
who was
fair.
not afeared.
Yes.
That makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Mhm.
So, there is a
Ah.
group
The first
of
one is
3 Cannibal Creepers, probably kind of close to you because you were, creeping upon the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a goopy black mold.
And then there is gloopy black mold. All right. What do I know about?
It's got that kind of oily, iridescent sheen to it.
Mhm.
Yummy.
Well, what is my range from everything?
Because you were closer, probably short.
Short. Very well.
This
then.
is a fairly large, as described, basement space.
a fairly large basement space.
It's about medium across.
I'm like, I have to ask, if I start throwing around earth spells, is that gonna start fucking with structural integrity and stuff?
Not unless you start getting threats and stuff.
Okay.
You can do some, fairly basic stuff like make the, solid rock shoot up and punch them, or have,
You can cast like Stone 3.
bricks throw out.
All right.
But if you accidentally cause an earthquake, yeah, you might knock some pillars over. That would be bad.
Well, if you got enough threat on anything, that'd be bad. All right, so, being short, I will cast my Earth Spear. Its
Yep.
only modifier is Impact, and I will launch it at the creepers.
Okay. So you wrap your staff on the ground and try and make a big spike of rock smash some of them.
Yes. So.
They are pretty basic boys, so.
Oh wait, one setback because it's still slightly dark for me. That's right.
No, I believe concealment's only for specifically range type attacks, so I don't think concealment doesn't give you a setback die because that's not how magic works.
Oh, okay.
If they had cover, it would count because we've established cover gives you 1 defense straight up.
Okay.
But concealment does not apply to magic.
Okay.
It's magical.
It's magic. So in that case,
All right.
So
Suck 1 advantage.
hang on, I have to mark my strain taking here.
Yep.
Quick. But I will. So, I have no magic implements or anything, so that's going to be 5 damage.
Alrighty.
To 1. Actually, are they a minion group?
Yes.
So if I was to do like a knockdown, would all of them get knocked down, or just like one of them get knocked down?
Yes, the whole group gets knocked down in that case.
Okay, then what I am going to do is I am going to spend a story point for brilliant casting. How do I flip a point again?
Spend L.
Spend L. Fuck it.
I think it's just spend L. No, story. You have to do story spend L. I think.
Oh, story.
It might just be story L as well as the short
Yeah, it's
version.
a story. Well,
Yeah, that also works.
Okay. That will it lets me add advantage up to my no rules. So that adds 3 advantage. I'll spend 2 of that advantage to activate knockdown from impact and knock them all down. Just blah.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll use that extra advantage to heal another strain. So
right.
After that, I will enter a defensive stance with my quarterstaff, and that is my turn.
They are thrown to the floor with a sound a bit like a bowling pin. They are not
Permission to
outright
go?
defeated because they are fairly decently slapping NPCs. But yeah, you did some definitely, cracked some ribs on one of that front one you hit.
Okay,
He doesn't need those anymore. But
I'm gonna rush up to the black mold.
Okay.
Because
You are now engaged with the black mold.
yeah, and then so all of the creepers are prone, right?
Yes.
Then I am going to challenge the black mold with 1 strain, or 2 strain rather.
Fight me!
And I am going to layeth the smacketh down with my sword.
Okay.
So these are not undead.
Yes. The black mold does not have any defense, but it does have adversary 1, so please change one of your purples to a red.
Okay, how do I do that again?
Just instead of P, type R. RP.
Okay, and it's normal strike is just a easy check,
Yeah, just
right?
no, it's average.
Okay, average, good. Okay,
But
so
one of the
like
purples is
melee,
upgraded to a red.
I've got 2, so 2 yellow, 1 green, 1 purple, 1 red.
Because he is a
Weapon accurate?
squiggly man.
What's up?
Not even a man.
Is your weapon accurate?
No, it's
My
a regular
weapon?
sword.
No, it's not a regular sword, but it has defensive advantage versus undead. It has pierce.
Okay.
It's pierce 2 because it is a moon silver longsword.
Nice.
Moon.
It's very shiny.
So the only thing that happens on normal things is that it gets pierce 2. If they're undead, I get advantage 2 as well.
Yep.
Which is why I asked.
No, it is a plant.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Boy, howdy. We just doing this. This is just how things is tonight.
Yeah.
You swipe ineffectually at the mold, but it kind of blurbles and flattens itself out of your way.
I still offend it.
Yes, you
Looks like
challenged it,
we
but
probably need it.
it's if a giant semi-ambulatory blob of oozing fungus and mold could be curious, it seems like it, because it really is wondering if it can eat you.
You know, I don't actually know the answer to that.
Let's not
But you
find
can
out.
recover a stream with your one advantage, which is probably good.
I will do that.
All right.
I'm only 2 down because I didn't cast a spell.
All right, Leona, let's use then.
Alright,
You
I'll
said you
quick
wanted to
draw.
go next.
Quick draw. I'm gonna. Taking cover doesn't really matter here, so I think I'm just gonna.
You do not think any of these creatures have a ranged attack now.
Yeah, so from the back of the room, I'm just gonna aim at the carrion crawlers. So, actually, if they're prone, it's harder for me, right?
Yes, there is a black die involved.
Omega, I just want to let you know I will probably have to leave after this combat.
Yeah, we're probably. I'd really like to get to the party right away, but it is getting later and I'm getting tired, so we'll see how long this takes. Might have to do a third session of this, because you guys
For, like,
haven't
the
even done any of
festival.
your shopping and stuff.
But I'm just gonna aim and shoot even through the prone.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Someone actually made an edit.
Ugh.
We are not having the best night tonight.
The
They're
dice are a
shorter,
little
like,
feisty. You've got
are
some
they
very
medium or
big
short
hits
of-
and some very bad hits. What was that, X?
Are they medium or short?
Short.
Okay.
They're kind of in the middle of the room.
Huh.
No, you're doing fine.
Okay, let's see. That will be 12 pierce 2.
Okay, that takes care of their soak, I think. Yes, they have 2 soaks, so 12?
Yeah.
All right. Because Porter actually did about 3 wounds, that will take care of them. Leona, you just kind of like take careful aim, kind of like off to Porter's side as he kind of shifts out of the way after knocking them all over, and you just aim right for the gooey, juicy center, and just thunk, thunk, thunk.
Get to the creamy filling.
And there's just kind of a
So
squelchy, crinkly noise,
Also,
and there's
one
like
of-
little puffs of spores.
Also, Axe, you should remember, I ignored the concealment, but you still have to do the one for...
Right, let me add that then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. There's one more. They will probably still be dead,
Probably.
but you might lose your extra.
Concealment doesn't melee attacks, right?
No.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
it
okay.
just eats the advantage.
I guess we give you a boost. So I'm just gonna give it an upgrade to I guess Ryahn.
Take an upgrade wherever you next. All right, that is the bad boy enemy team done. I will remove the lowest ranking one because that was the one those guys rolled anyway.
Ta-da.
Definitely feel like I need to maybe. The standard is supposed to be 3. I think in my notes I need to make sure to go to at least 4 for you guys from now on,
I
unless
think so
they're
too.
really tough minions.
Ooh,
But
excuse me.
this is part of the playtesting process. I think you guys are a little ahead of the curve on that one.
I think I also just rolled kind of well.
Well, yeah, but you can roll pretty well, so I need to
I
keep this
didn't
in
do
mind.
that. I did the opposite of that.
But maybe I'll roll good against that guy because you have challenged the mold. There's nobody else within reach, so it's gonna get you. It will aim, and then it will attempt to
Will
smack.
crit.
It gets a blue because you challenged it, I believe, as well.
Yes, it does get a blue. 2 hitting me. If it tries to hit anyone else, it gets double
2
setback.
boosts, default 2 purples. What is your current melee defense?
My current melee defense is
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, you're maxed out. That's right. Okay.
Because sword.
No, those are all for other utility things, but okay.
Still
All right,
hits.
sounds about right. Yes. But I can't activate any of my fun toys, so
That
you
back did a lot
will
of work.
take 8 damage before your soak.
Okay, I will take 4. Or no, 3. 3. I have 5 soak.
Yeah, he's only got soak 1 armor, remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my armor is soak 1, defense 1.
As
Because I like
one of
that.
its
I like that build more.
sticky, gooey pseudopods whips out and just slaps you right across the chest. Literally slaps
Ow!
you. And it kind of sizzles a little bit. You are going to need to polish your armor after this. I did not activate them, but I can let you know that these pseudopods it has do have Burn 2, Ensnare 2, and Sunder on them.
Oh,
So they can
I
cause
don't
damage
like
over
that last
time,
one.
ensnare you, and damage your gear. Yes.
Acidic.
But I didn't roll any advantage, so we can't do that. It'll probably take the 2 strain on that one. Unless, would you like a free maneuver, Dallas?
Actually, yeah. Wait, hold on. I need to read something.
Yeah.
I might take a free maneuver depending on what something says.
I believe also two threats can be give the person you
Is
targeted a
Porter
black die.
engaged to me or no?
No,
am not.
he is not engaged with you.
Okay, then yeah, no, I'll just take the strain.
Okay, takes 2 strain.
I thought I would bodyguard, but he's not engaged with me, so.
Nah, I went
Yep,
to
fair enough.
deal with other things.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
That is all of its greebles, so. PC slot. Ryahn, do you want to go before Eslan?
I'll let Aslan go first.
Okay. He is a little nervous, a little unsure, but the only thing really to do is to get in there.
Yeah.
Because there's only one mold left, so
Mortis is guarding the front. Go for it.
yeah, he's gonna be like, okay, I'll just do like last time. Ah!
Please do like last time.
Actually, I just realized Leona should roll the 3rd black die. She also failed her fear check.
Oh, right.
Everybody disoriented right now. I will keep that in mind. So he's just going to run up there and bonk him.
Boople the snoople.
It's fine. We've already rolled past it, but okay. I think I did you before. Oh no, it was 3 yellows, yeah. Because he had an upgrade, so it is Yuja normally. Papa, no, Rupa. And 1 setback for a feared.
Oh,
Oh, and he has an advantage on this because it's superior, but okay, so 4 advantage. He hasn't taken any strain.
Aim?
Let's specifically give no, he had to move first.
Okay.
He is probably a rival, so he does not have a strain track, so
Gotcha.
we will not spend extra resources unless we really have to. But that would be 4 advantage because he does have a superior axe. That gives you a free one. So he's gonna just basically drop both of those to give we'll give 1 boost die to the next action of Ryahn because he hasn't gone yet, and 1 to Mortis, as he just kind of like stands beside you and tries to hack at it like a tree, and that's not really how that works with a. See, when you hit a tree trunk with an axe, then you pull back for another swing. That doesn't really work with a slime. You got to follow through. She's like, I'm trying to hack it, but it's not working.
It's okay. Just concentrate.
Quickly finish off this foul fungus. There's that poetry coming in handy. All right. That's it for him. So, Ryahn, does your go?
You should definitely take Warrior Bard.
So Rain is kind of like half holding his staff kind of halfway because they're interior and he can't be swinging it around really.
Yeah.
Kind of aims the blast, gathers it. It's like at the very end, it's like, Mortis, I really wish you had moved out of the way.
What are you talking about? I wasn't in the fucking way.
No, Mortis.
Oh,
Mortis.
I thought you said Porter.
No.
No, Porter is fine.
Oh yeah.
What?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All right.
Oh,
Hey, did you
Am
put
I
blast
dead?
on this?
I want a reroll.
No.
am
Damn.
I dead?
I mean, no, I didn't get a despair. That's what I was
That's
worried
fair.
about.
No. You don't need to worry about that part.
Something
I'm
else
asking if you put blast on this because you have more than enough advantage. If you did put blast, you could hit it, activate it, even though you missed.
No, not this spell.
Damn.
This is my signature spell, so.
Okay, so that's a big fistful of lightning, right?
Yep.
All right, so obviously you get to spend the advantage as normal, but I'm also going to say, because you rolled like 6 advantage, your ball of lightning, the arc of lightning flies out of the end of your spear, Mrs. Mortis, Mrs. Aslan, the slime just kind of bloop around it like a perfect cone. Like you're fighting a fucking Evangelion angel, and it flies harmlessly out of the hole into the aqueduct, where presumably it gets in contact with some water and grounds itself out.
Yeah.
Zorch.
Zorch.
It's almost comical on how well that went.
It does have adversary 1. That's how that's supposed to go. But yes, you have 6 advantages you can spend how you please.
Let's see. Does it have any defense or?
No, it does not have any defense.
Okay. I'll just give.
Wait.
Because it kind of changed shape and made itself like bigger, I'll just give blue dice to Astlin. Mortis already has one.
I need to do another.
Okay, so Mortis and Fiona. Oh, Leona, sorry.
All right. Okay.
Wait, I have a question. Do you upgrade
Yes.
for things being in for magic being in melee too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then shouldn't that have been 2 red since it has adversary 1?
Oh yeah, actually yeah, because
I got-
adversary
Oh,
was
yeah.
every
Roll a
combat
different
check.
red, we'll see what that
Yeah.
calculates.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, like we gotta remember,
true.
we gotta remember these bad things.
That would have
Okay,
been
just
the
a
only
second,
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still not enough. Kind of figured, but yes, it's true. It's technically that would have been 2 R's because it is adversary is all combat checks are
Yes.
upgraded once.
Yes.
It's a wily one.
Mhm.
And you've got some tripping to do. He's got no defense, but got a pretty decent wound package.
All right. Well, I'm done.
You need to hit it
Okay.
first.
Well, like I said, top of the round, unless Ryahn wants you to take any other maneuvers or anything.
No, I'm using my maneuver to maintain my utility spell.
Okay, that's good. There's still light in here. All right. Who wishes to go at the top?
I would like to go at the top because I will move up behind the forest.
Right.
And I'm gonna be like, look like you need a little bit of boost, and I'm going to cast my signature spell, Landstrider, on him.
Okay, go for it.
Let me double check my difficulty here. Landstride, it gives divine health, haste, and swift, and upgrades all. Well, adds a green to all checks for the low cost of average.
It is signaturized.
Mm-hmm. And then PP. No! Because fuck you!
Wow, we are just having a terrible time tonight.
I'm using my phone dice.
Yeah, I'm getting my dice out.
This boy
I
is
don't have
cracked.
those.
I will heal the 2 strain so I don't actually do anything, but
I image it's like
Your
the
dice
RPG where it's
whack.
like I image the thing where it's like you do the check, the dice roll on the screen, and it says fail. It's like what? It does that?
It's not quite actually like that, but yeah, it's just honestly, I feel like just right now we're in a very chaotic situation. You're trying to remember your prayers. There is a weird, gribbly, acidic mold like 2 feet from you. There's skeletons everywhere.
did I have
One of
any
them
bon-
has fallen over with his finger stuck, giving you the bird. It's very distracting.
Did I forget any bonuses? Did anyone pass me any blues? No,
No, you were not past it.
I was not past any blues.
Yeah, I don't think you get any other.
No.
Mostly, it's difficulty reductions with magic.
Yeah, no, I think. Yep, nope. That's just how it is, I guess.
Yes. Okay.
I
right.
would like to. Or wait,
Would you like to take
or are you
another
done?
maneuver there, Porter, or are you good?
I will take a defensive stance, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, take your strain. Go about your business. All right,
Okay.
Mortis, I believe you wish to go.
Yes, I will activate one of my newer spells.
All right.
So obviously the Coast Combat is free.
Yep.
And then I think it's Vicious.
One of them does give you vicious. Yes, it's not that, but it's something like that.
Well, no. I was going to add Vicious, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me see which one that was.
Which is the one that does the? It's like Vicious and another one that I keep getting mixed up. And let me check. Hold on, where's my spell
There
card?
is Deadly, that gives you a critical hit 2 and a vicious quality equal to your ranks and knowledge. You may be thinking of.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Deadly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because that's just a
It's
+1.
deadly gives you vicious. That's what it
Yes.
is.
And a crit rating of 2.
So basically, my sword basically becomes sheathed in polar ice, and it elongates twice its size.
Right.
As I raise it above my head and smash it down.
Neat trick.
Obliterate.
You have 2 extra boostums to this.
Yep.
But don't forget the red die.
Can you aim with this? Or can you not?
Yes, aim is all combat checks, so you can aim a spell.
I will aim it.
All right, that's 3 boosts total.
Boost! Okay. IY. BB. Blue is B, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then RP.
The S.
Oh, yeah, and an S.
What the fuck? This is a fun.
Well, you could get straight back. You give it a black die.
Guys, why are we taking real life sand damage right now?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, the door.
No, because this is funny. I'm gonna do this. Mortis disappears.
Oh, right, blink. Yep, you can do that. You got 3.
Mortis appears behind the black mold.
Whoosh, whoosh.
What? I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that was the worst. Shit.
Does it turn around to?
Shit.
Does the aggro of it turn around to face Mortis?
No,
yes.
I have an even better idea, Omega. I blink and then fire the thing off behind it.
Ah, yes, perfect. That's why you miss.
I go, oh, god damn it.
You're supposed to teleport, then you're supposed to do the thing,
No, I'm
then
supposed
teleport.
to swing, then teleport. Not teleport, then swing.
Or if you teleport, make sure to turn around when you do it.
Well, that's really hard to do when you're teleporting.
Well, no, because then it could hit you, because it goes off the sword in like a cone.
Yeah, he like slams it down, and like a big cone of icy blast comes out.
Yeah.
But yes, this is basically he did a movement ability and then tried to chain another ability and just completely misplaced the cone.
Fuck, mistiming.
Okay, all right. Got one more PC slap. Where it goes, Whomst. Aslan is right there. He did not have to do any moves, but somebody else could also get in there.
No, let him. I'll let him go.
All right, Ryahn, do you have any interest in going before him, or otherwise I'll just go?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay, he is going to roll his Yu-Yu-Ja versus his Rapa. It is at the setback. He has a free boost die from Ryahn. He will aim.
He probably won't. Yeah, aim.
Sick. Okay, here I go. He's really hard to hit. It's very goopy. Doi. Okay.
I think the.
I'm glad I moved out of the. Oh wait, no, that's Porter.
Yeah, I'm behind him, but
That's only for range.
Well, yeah, no, that's yeah. No, I know what happens with this. It is going to activate its special ability on that despair, Caustic. Spends a despair. It inflicts 3 wounds to DeForest and damages his weapon 1 step as he just splats himself all over with its gooey acid. Ooh, it stings. Ow.
Are superior weapons like resist that or that only?
No, that's reinforced.
I can't even read this.
So now he adds a black die to everything he does with his axe until it gets
Great, we gotta
fixed.
fix it now.
Oh, it's so sizzly.
Flu and COVID shots. Hair and
Is
beard
fungus supposed to burn like this? Does he kind of
No.
like
Okay.
tries to pat himself out with his leather
Most of
gloves?
those I'm gonna have to wait till Wednesday for. Well,
Let's see.
right now what?
Advantages though. Damn,
practicum.
it's a lot.
Yeah, well, that's after. I got it.
My combat chart doesn't have any defense. There's no real. I mean, we could eliminate the stuff from that.
The Dice
But
Roller hates us
no.
today.
No damage.
This really hates me every week.
Yeah, he'll give himself +1 melee defense, even though the thing probably won't attack him because it would fucking suck. But he'll make sure that counts by just backing up a little and like holding the axe in front of him. As like I said, he's trying to like frantically scrape bits of black mold off his chest. Ooh. And we will give Lee. Yeah, Leona's pretty competent. We'll give her a boost. Oh, okay.
Someone hit that fucking thing.
All right. I see Mortis is entering his late battle gremlin stage.
Yes.
We're yelling at the enemies.
Like when the fucking goblin chomped on my shield.
Yeah, knocked you
It's
over
the
and bit
voi-
your
It's
shield.
the voice of a tank that has their party has wiped 3 times on the raid.
No.
Healers
that is
adjust.
that is a
This
different
is one of
consciousness.
it's like, oi.
That is one of my
Healer's
other
fine.
consciousness surfacing. No, the
DPS
healer's
adjust.
fine. DPS need to do the fucking... Spending
Okay,
too much
it's gonna
time dodging
go.
mechanics, not enough time DPSing.
Okay. All right. So it has a whole 3 black to try and hit Aslan.
Anyone but
'cause
me.
Yeah. Because he raised his melee defense for this turn. So it's all total of 3. So yeah, I think it's just going to try and... Well, your back's kind of turned to it. So it's just going to try and boop your snoop a little, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, he has a shield. Shouldn't that be like 4 or something?
Oh, you're right. He has a shield. Yeah, so it's got 4. Yeah, he's already got a defense. Yes, that's important. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, there's absolutely like he's just kind of like turtled up with his shield and axe in front of him and is disengaged. So it's like, okay, that one was just he wasn't that tasty. He tasted like boiled leather. This guy's weird. So 2 purples.
Oh, great. I'm an exotic delicacy.
2 boosts. It's gonna aim again. It's gonna hold its pseudopods quivering in the air, and then just 5 gosh darn defense. Because
Yeah.
you're a baller.
Because I'm a tank.
And I
Clink,
wish
clink,
I
I'm a
was a
tank.
little bit taller.
Are you a shot
Okay.
call? Holy shit, you shot caller.
At least the dice
At least
roll is
it's-
being equal opportunity.
It's equivalent.
God
It's equivalent.
damn you, dice chart. I could negate your defense until the end of the current round. Fuck.
You don't have multiple actions yet.
Yeah, I don't have multiple enemies, and this thing's not big enough to get 2 rounds. We'll just go for it will give itself +1 melee defense. There's a lot of pseudopods in your way. Because it's just kind of flailing and grappling and trying to melt you.
Would be a shame if I hit something other than melee defense.
True fact. But that's where you be. So, Leona or Ryahn, who wants to goes?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
If you...
I
All
do
right.
believe
So
you
far,
have
no one's hit the
precise
fucking
archery.
thing.
All right. Do I risk it with the dice roller or try my other dice roller?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you do not the dice roller, you'll actually hit it.
All right.
I feel like that is how we are going right now. Yes.
All right. Let's see. So
You can screen cap your phone if you feel like you really want to prove
I
it.
will. I could do that easily.
Just don't take
Thank
forever,
you.
Axe. No
Yeah.
constantly re-rolling until you get something nice.
Not. Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
Will be a range. I'll do a range attack. I will aim at the pseudopod. What range does it
Okay.
have? Read defense.
It only increases
Okay.
its melee defense.
I want you to get a worse result on
I might
that
have.
than
I
you
think
did on
after
the dice
1
roller.
red because it's adversary.
It's
and I
still
still
adversary
downgrade
1,
from-
yes.
and I
Yes.
downgrade from the engaged.
Yes, you downgrade from the 2 reds because you have precise archery.
Yeah. So it'd be just red, purple. I got an extra blue already. Red, purple. I'm next to Ryahn. Ryan's nearby, so I'm not sealment.
Well, it should still be
Alright.
1.
No, you're engaged with Aslan, who's engaged with it. So Porter's lantern is right there now. It
Oh,
should
okay.
still be 1, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think.
1 black. 1
Yeah,
blue.
because you have two light sources. Because it is literally pitch dark in here except for your 2 lights.
Okay. That picture.
So 1 setback.
Yeah, 1 setback from that. It does not have any range defense. And then show me what you got.
You gotta show me if this is like the right dice pool, but this is what I got.
I'm pretty sure it's the right one. Twice. You've got 1 setback. Well, you actually should have 2 setback because of the frickin' you're feared.
Okay. Then
Can you just
some-
add a black die?
Sure, I can do that.
It's saying the total is 2 success, I think,
That
though.
makes it 1 success.
Okay. Well, you hit. And you don't fuck anything up. Okay, what's your damage then on your shooting bow?
That's just 8, so it'd be 8. It'd be 9 pierce 2.
Okay, 9 pierce 2. Yes, I see. All right. So, you fire your arrow. Get in there.
Oh no.
And it just kind of like, you ever try to shoot a
Blorps.
Jello mold?
It just blorps in there, huh?
Yeah, no. And in fact, with that, it is pierce 2, so that means it would have 3 soak, but it has the ability liquid defense is half damage before soak, unless you use the blast or burn quality.
I should probably actually just breathe on this thing.
And that might work. You might want these guys to back up first, but yeah. So let's see. Half the damage before soak, so that would be 4. Actually, no, it would be 5. It runs up. I think everything runs
So
up.
would we be able to know that?
Yeah, no. Now that you've actually hit it with an attack, I'm letting you know this is the quality it has.
Okay.
So
will
yes, I think you
slightly
do
change that
2
then.
wounds because you have pierce 2. So you, otherwise it would completely have soaked that. But yes, you do some wounds.
So barely, yeah. It's like,
But yeah, it just kind of you shoot an arrow into a blob of mold and it just kind of shoots in and just burns up in there, and you're like, it's not as effective as that normally is.
I thought it would like rip parts out. I guess it just ate it. Huh.
I mean, like
Ryan,
it's
Ryan, please
slightly
torch it.
smaller.
I'm
There's
gonna-
some displaced matter, but yeah.
Ryan, torch it. I'm getting ready to torch it myself.
This is where Ryan is like, I can't do that.
What? Torch? What do you mean fire? Can't do that.
He can't make it
you can add
explode. But
burn
boy,
to
howdy, are there a
lightning.
lot of... I mean, you don't have to activate... I should clarify. You don't have to activate the burner blast quality. You just have to have it.
Mhm.
But, hypothetically, the blast quality would be bad because there's like 3 friendlies crowded around this thing.
Yeah, you could just add a burn to lightning. Lightning does in fact burn.
No,
No,
I
he
can't
cannot.
actually.
Oh, you
He
can't.
has elementalist, which means he cannot add fire,
But
ice,
I
or
always,
earth
but I
effects.
always get lightning as free, lightning for
Yeah.
free. So,
Gotcha.
okay. Ryan
Huh.
will begin casting a different spell, and a lance of lightning appears out of the end of his staff,
Right.
and he moves forward and stabs the thing.
Ah, okay. Close combat.
I will spend a story point to use my human ability to reduce the difficulty from 4 to 2.
It's a good choice. Good choice.
That's what.
Humane. Ready for anything.
Yep. Let's see what is it.
You roll your
It's,
physical dice for this or no?
no, I'm gonna roll. I'll use the die. D.
All right. One of those is still upgraded. And I assume you are going for close combat, right?
Yeah, one of the close combat is the other one. The other one is adding blast.
That's always fun.
Yellow, green. Still has lightning, so I still get a blue. Just red and purple.
He does have 1
Yeah.
melee defense, but I don't believe that applies even on close combat. So
Yeah, I
No,
still
it
have
does not.
still have 2 black from both fear and the darkness, though, right?
no, you shouldn't. The concealment's only ranged combat attacks, so
Okay, so just
Yeah.
one.
just the one from being slightly afeared.
All right. And what's damage with this one?
There's
As
one-
you know, you are charging magical spear towards something you know to be acidic.
Yeah.
This is
Well, hey, guess
This
what? You added
is-
blast, buddy. You can spend 3, even on a miss, to activate blast, and that does, I believe, only target the one you missed. I will double check, so you don't have to blow these guys up. But I
Yeah.
do believe that is actually a
Please
feature
don't blow us up.
of blast. Okay, item qualities, blast.
This reminds me of like certain like low level adventures where it's like if the PCs hit it on average, it's perfectly good. But like, if they just can't hit it at all, it's like it's the strongest thing in the universe.
Oh, no, it does say you can trigger blast if it misses by spending 3 advantage. In this case, the original target and every target engaged with it suffers the damage equal to the blast rating of the weapon.
Please
what's
do
the
not
blast?
do
Well, here's
that.
the question: what's the blast rating?
It would be equal to my rules, which is 2.
Yeah, I think all of you, including it, would soak that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because normally the blast would also get whatever successes I rolled, but
No.
Yeah.
We simply don't do that here, apparently.
Only roll advantage today.
I'll give Astelin and Mortis a blue die, and I will recover 1 strain.
No one wants to give.
Yes,
Porq blue
unfortunately
dice.
for
I
you,
cry.
Ryahn, you have not really practiced the thing where you strike people with your staff. That's not really what you do,
Yeah.
and it's very gooey.
I think this thing is harder to fight than the fucking dire.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
oh,
just the dice.
definitely.
It's not really that hard, but
Yeah.
It is a little
Oh
resilient.
no, it's 100% from the dice, but it is it's already a harder fight than the Direwolf.
Just true. I think a little. Maybe.
We haven't damaged it yet.
I guess yeah.
I gave
Just
it two-
it's
yeah,
a
2
longer
clicks.
fight than the direwolf. I don't actually know if it's because this thing's not quite as tough, and
Or
definitely
actually
doesn't have the
start
damage
hitting
potential.
it or something.
Well, I'm done.
All right. I believe that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's top of the round. PC.
Can I give it a
I'm
shot? Because I have a burn weapon.
going to request to go because I'm getting very annoyed at this stupid thing.
This thing
Yeah.
is very...
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm basically going to do what I did last time, but instead of deadly, add burn.
All right. We're gonna cast fire.
Well, how about ice so cold that it burns? Or does
Yeah,
that
no,
not work?
that's fine. It's still the effect is called fire, but you're not
Yeah.
quite element locked. So
I am dramatic flare locked. And I will aim,
yes,
and I will hit
You have
this
a boost
stupid
from-
thing.
Ryahn, who's now up in the mix with you.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's YY.
Is there a
DB,
way to enchant
RPS.
weapons with elements?
Yeah, Flamebound is a mod.
Oh, it's a mod. That's right. Fuck. I was thinking.
Oh my
Here we go
God.
again.
Here we go.
I was
Jesus
I was
Christ.
asking if I could like cast a spell to enchant someone's weapon with like an effect. Is that a thing?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay.
I'm not gonna teleport this time because it's not funny anymore.
Should probably just heal 2 strain and give whoever goes next a boost die.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Porter a boost, or can I just give out 3 boost dice?
Whoever goes next, yes, technically.
Oh, it's just the person who goes next.
Yeah.
You
should
give
do it.
one
Okay,
for-
I'll give whoever goes next a boost die, and I will heal 2 strain.
Yeah. All right.
And just look at my sword sadly.
It's a very sad
You
sword.
take a big swing over its body. It
works.
once again just flattens itself out. It's just like, oh my god, this thing sucks. How does it keep doing
This
this?
works so well against the fucking Muska.
Yeah.
It's like, I aim at your hacky at, but it's just not hurting it. Why won't you die?
No, I feel like the massive amounts of failures is just you're missing. Like
Oh.
Yeah,
you're,
I'm
you're
missing.
straight up missing, but you're not missing in like a funny way or a bad way. Like it's just boy, it's squirrely, it's goopy, it's not bound by your conventional ideas of geometry. Okay, who's next?
Me. I will.
Okay.
Keyword.
I will go.
What you got, fam?
All right. So we still have a fuck ton of people engaged with it. Correct.
Yes.
So that means that any range.
Blast is probably a bad idea. Yes, and ranged attacks get upgraded.
All right. So what I'm
Unless
going-
you're already engaged, because yeah, that's close combat.
So Porter will. He will say, "I don't like using this spell because it's pretty gnarly, but you gotta do what you gotta do." And and he will kind of push past the forest and be like, "Watch out, this ain't gonna be pretty." And he is going to chant a prayer. Those in the know will notice it is not to Verna, but to Aqua. And he raises his fist, and from his arm, a giant water arm mimics it, but it's not water. It's very clear and smells very, very caustic.
Acid fist.
And he just shouts, "Ire of Aqua!" And he is going to attempt to slam it into said
Alright.
ooze.
Okay.
Make sure the pH levels are different. I mean, what?
What is our story situation here? Let me see.
I
here.
believe you
still
2
got 2.
left. Yeah.
We got 2. All right. Well, I want to save one for later just in case. Cause roll, yeah.
Why is it every time I fight an ooze in an RPG, it kicks my ass?
I don't know.
And then Rupa, and then a Sa for 1 setback. But then 3 Ba. Alright, so make sure I got that right. Okay.
There we go.
Yay!
So
You
this
get
is
that's-
there,
despair.
there we
I
go.
will
I
go
do
look
get
at
a
that
despair.
chart.
But I do not have to spend a story point. Wait. I think I did that wrong. Hang on. I think I did my... Wait, I have to add close combat and burn. That's one...
I never died.
Yeah, it would be one more difficulty.
Yeah, no, fuck,
and
yeah,
one more
it's one
purple.
more. It's one more. Hang on.
All right.
Just a
Reroll
purple, though.
add P.
Yeah.
When's that? Nope, that's settings.
Okay, it takes out one event. Oh, wait, well, fuck. That means I do have to spend a story point. Wait, actually, let me double check something here. It's
Well, you don't have to activate burn. You just have to have it on the there. But if you want to activate burn,
I want to activate burn because that means you'll take 3 damage every turn. And it'll eventually get there.
we could just stay out of its range until it dots itself to death.
But
well, no, it's only burn equal to his ranks and no rules.
My no rules is rank 3.
Yeah, so that's 3 turns it gets burned.
Does burn ignore soak?
I believe it does.
I think so, because otherwise you'd
It would not
never
work, yeah.
actually burn anybody.
Yeah. But that will give me 3 advantage, 2 of which I will use to activate burn, and then 2 to heal strain.
Where's that chart? Oh, despair.
So I just imagine like this giant fist just comes down onto, and you just hear the sizzling and the burning. I did get a despair though.
I hate that,
There's a
like,
couple
the
of really
universe
good ones. I'm trying to think. I
universe
don't want to
is
do
like
the one
fighting
where, because one of the despair options is I pick the target of your spell.
Oof.
But that would be counterproductive as the GM to raising tension,
that would
because
make
you would
things
just
take longer.
fucking you would just
You would
murder
just
somebody.
deck Mortis in the head.
I think I want to do the other one, which will be a little bit of a challenge, but I am kind of curious to see how Porter handles this. The character overexerts themselves and is unable to cast spells for the rest of the encounter.
Makes sense. It makes sense to me.
You've called upon Aqua. You slam a jam this thing. What's your base damage on that, by the way?
Oh, 3 plus 3, 6.
Okay. All right. That is a wound. Does have a decent amount of soak. It's not halved. And you do activate burn, so it will take 3 every time for 3 turns. But yeah, so but as you land this big blow right into its body, there's a sizzle and a scorch. As it kind of like part of its body like stops being black and like turns clear and just kind of evaporates away.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely feel a little bit like your magical connections to the Scions are a little frazzled. Your mental willpower to keep up your faith in the face of this really fucking annoying slime is just you don't got it. You don't got the juice. You must smash.
Why does this thing get all the budget to do all the dodging animations?
It's all that's our secret. It's all a sim. It's free. It's not actually free. It's just you need a lot of hours.
It's like
In the anime version of this show, this thing is clearly 100% CG. We're just running a liquid sim all the time. But all right. Anything else, Porter?
I didn't cast. No, I did take a maneuver to get into engage. So no, I am done.
Okay. All right. I believe that was the first PC slot.
second.
Right. Yeah.
That was a second.
Okay.
I
So
yeah.
I think you got one more before it goes.
I understand why you forgot I went.
We've been here a while.
I like to go. I'm gonna be ballsy, so let's see.
I was not really expecting the dice to be this mean to you, because I think this was one of those cases where if you were actually hitting it regularly, not be as much of a pain in the ass. But we're going on for a little bit.
Omega, you weren't expecting the dice to be mean to me?
I meant in general, Dallas. And hey, no, it's true. Sometimes you succeed with lots of threat.
That's very true.
You succeed usually.
Anyway,
I
Leona,
usually
believe you're
succeed with
going.
lots of threats.
So, I'm going to. Leona is going to. I guess, focus herself at it. Take a deep breath. Hear the spark in her throat and blow.
I'm going to die.
I'm not gonna activate blast even
Well,
if I miss.
you're not. Yeah, I do like that the way this ability was written is that you don't have to activate those qualities. You just have to have them.
Okay.
Yeah, this is burn on.
But also,
That said, you guys are all now hella
rolling
deaf
despair.
because Leona does, vomit a
Lightning.
thunderclap at this thing, and you were in an enclosed stone room. It is loud.
I'm sorry. It's just right now. It's like fucking. I needed
Yeah.
this thing. needs to
Go for it.
die.
What?
You see
Alright.
blue goo leak out of Mortis's ears.
All right, let's see. It is range.
Oh, no.
My range pool.
The mold has gotten Sir Mortis. Also, I can't hear myself.
All right, so it's. I don't need.
I think my glasses are broken.
Okay, so I don't need the setback. All right, there's one setback, and then
Chink,
there's a
chink.
red and a purple, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Roll this.
Actually, no, you're ranged. It should just be one red.
Oh.
Actually, no, I think it's... No, it is always upgraded, yes. It's one red, because the other upgrade from it being engaged would give
It
you
would upgrade
a...
it twice. I've upgraded once.
Yeah, that would mean it would be red-purple, so you remove one of those, so it stays
All
just one red.
I'll just remove the purple.
Well,
from
let's
the
hope.
one.
Let's pray. It's two bad dice versus all your good dice.
It's gonna get a despair and it's gonna hit me.
No, I rolled it before you told me to do that. I removed the purple from the roll. 'Cause I
Alright,
do it after the-
So what you got? Show me the scraps. Show me the goose. Show me the goose. Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
One success,
that's-
so that's 7.
All
But
right.
that's 4, so I might. That's just a crit.
Hold on. What was that? Sorry, you broke up a little. You want to crit?
High enough to
let's-
crit.
Yeah. What's
It's
your
crit.
crit rating on that? So it's...
Oh yeah, I also got an extra. Wait, was also given a blue from last time.
I mean, if you can just add a blue, you can do that as well with the dice roller. Just tell me what it is, because it's not like you can do, or you can do
Never
that.
mind.
No, nothing. It's fine. Okay. So your wounds have been counted. You wish to crit.
Yeah, I figure that or I do burn, but it's only burn 1, so I don't know. Actually, it's 6 damage. But burn 1 would be 6 extra damage later.
No, burn would just be.
It's the base damage.
That's 6. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the burn.
all right, yeah, I'll do the burn, and I guess
Feel the burn.
do I have to,
Which is a little
if
mean
I
considering what we
suffer
talked
3
about
strain to
with
use
the...
it. So did I take the strain as I use it or after I use it?
after you resolve the
Okay.
check.
All right, so I will give. All right, it's 2 to use burn, right?
Yes.
All right, so I use the 2 to use burn and like the 2 next person going, which is
Also, yeah, the burn is a complex thing because now thinking
And
about
then
if it does ignore soak, but this means this guy takes a lot of damage from that. But on the other hand, that means
Yeah,
that like magic will never hurt anybody because the most
don't
burn you can get is the most base damage you can get is like at best 10 if you are a very very high level character who also adds an expensive extra.
yeah, it's a 6. So
I don't know. If burn stacks, it can't ignore soak.
it's
Because
7
then you could
damage
just
burn-
burn
it's 7 damage
anything.
burn.
Yeah, I guess it will say that it doesn't ignore soak, but it does stack up. So the first time it's going to take 9 reduced by its soak, which would be 4. And then the rest falls off. I will
Wait.
probably Google this after we're done to be sure, but we'll go with it for now.
Let's see if it's.
Wait, I forget. So burn 3 means it takes my base damage. What? Does it take my
3
base
turns in a row.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. It
Oh.
would only
The
be taking
main
3
issue we're
then.
running into is weapons that have burn usually have base damages that'll actually hurt people, but magic doesn't have a very high... well, I suppose with an implement it might have a higher base damage. That's true.
I'm reading what the burn.
It's probably not going to say if it involves soak or not. Like I said, I probably need to go Googling on this.
A Googling.
One thing I believe that with burn is that even if it's stacking, it only takes 1 coordination roll to get rid of all burn.
True. But that means it would have to use its action, I think, to stop
True.
being on fire.
Yeah, it just suffers base damage, isn't it? Like.
Yeah,
I-
suffers
you
base
could say-
damage.
Yeah, I'll just.
Suffers the
Well,
weapon's
I-
base damage each round for a number of rounds equal to... At the start of the damage target's turn. If multiple targets suffer hits from a weapon with burn, calling may be triggered multiple times, hitting a different target each time.
Yeah, no, I guess for magic it'd be the base attribute plus the implement modifier.
Yes, that probably can get enough to do damage normal.
Yeah.
If not, then
Yeah.
if it's not the burn, I'll just.
It's just if
No,
you
you
can't
should
do
absolutely apply burn because your base damage is good
Well,
no
no.
matter what.
Yeah.
What I was
So
gonna
it's
say is
7
like,
damage.
I just can't imagine it ignore if it can stack. I can't imagine it ignores soak because
think it can
that's
stack,
I'm
so-
worried about that. 'cause-
No, I think it can stack. Nothing says you can't hit multiple people with different instances of burn because it's each time you burn them, it's with a different weapon's base damage. Yeah, like I said, I will do some Googling on this after. We'll go with it does, in fact, soak, and we'll work on it later. I just realized that, funnily enough, you guys are not really rigged to apply burn a lot. Anyway,
I'll
Leona,
use
you
every
have
time,
picked
so.
your options and stuff, right?
Yeah, I've burned, and then
Okay.
I gave 2 boosts the next.
All right. It is now its turn. It takes the burn from both of the things you guys did. I will slap those two together to make
dealt
9
7 to
total.
It, if that matters. So I think it's only 2.
Yes, it's only 2. But it's getting up there. It's almost at half. It'll be after half if it's burn damage. Because that should be... Yeah, Porter's base damage will be 3 from his casting, because you didn't use an implement, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Implements, they're important. Gotta remember. But Leona, your base damage is 6, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'll throw that together to be 9. It soaks 5 of that, so it takes 4. It is now over half its wounds.
Yay.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Now, that's only burn 1 right on your breath, right?
Yes.
Okay. It could put itself out, but it doesn't really care because it's not really hurting you either. So it's going to attempt to hit Mortis. And you know what? Here. Have a point back.
Okay.
Oh no.
3 yellows will do it for sure.
Be
Boost.
the wall. Be the wall.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor serving with you.
Aim.
playing
5
the
defense. I don't think any extra boosts or anything. It's not accurate. Yeah, so it's just going for it with those slaps.
Meaty slaps of man meat.
I am incensed right now.
I mean, you're technically succeeded.
Mortis, you take 7 damage before soak.
You take.
I take 2.
Okay.
It
Well,
will
make
give
it
a
wants to use
boost die to
qualities,
whoever
you know?
goes next.
Just itself.
Give everybody superior so they get a free advantage.
This combat is miserable.
All right, well, I hit you. That's good. Great. Okay. It'll give itself a boost die when it goes next. Ryahn or Aslan?
Aslan can go ahead and go.
Okay.
Get 2 boosts.
He will go. He will be like, yes, my valiant friends have struck. I shall go forth.
Please double crit it. Please just destroy this thing.
Okay, Ruppa. 2 boost from Leona. He'll aim. Why the fuck not? Actually, technically, I can be very goofy right now.
Do it.
You could use a black. You could use a.
Yes, I can
It's
give
like,
you a
fuck it.
point and upgrade my own check, damn it. I spite myself. Die, me.
Finally.
Finally.
It could crit, like, he could probably
Okay,
multi-crit
all right,
this.
hold on. First
Okay,
up,
what's
the
crit rating
damage.
of this thing?
Shut up, Axe.
I mean, it's an axe, so it's 3. So that's at least a double crit. But the base damage is, I think it's an axe is +3?
I am not sure.
Melee weapons, axes. Yes, +3. It's superior, so it's 1 more. So it is 4. His brawn is 3 as established, so that is 7. But he does have before soak, so that's not going to be any damage. He soaks it all.
That means no.
Actually, this is really good. This is really good. I'm going to explicitly double check the rules on criticals. Do you have to succeed or do you have to inflict wounds?
I've always understood it as inflict wounds, but
Yes, I
Can
do
we have this
believe we have
conversation as
actually
well?
looked this up. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's in combat then. So where's the chart? I think I'm in the chart.
Crit to be less goopy.
Inflict a critical injury. Okay, I'm gonna have to control F critical injury in this thing. Okay. That's lots of things. Inflict critical injury. During combat, suffer 1 for exceeding roll the table. Based on 115. You know, what's the results? It doesn't actually seem to say. Does it even say in the chart that it requires a successful attack?
they might have changed it from Star Wars to GeneSys.
Okay, so inflict a. So, stream result, inflicted critical injury. Oh, here we go. Yes. With a successful attack in the chart, it says with a successful attack that deals damage past soak. So, no.
Okay.
Damn it.
So, he does not actually do that with one success. Because that would be 7 total. No, 8 total damage, but it gets halved to 4, and it has a soak of 5. So, it kind of blong off there.
So even if you rolled even a 10, so like you had to roll like 5 successes.
Like, honestly, what I really needed was just I needed 3 of those advantages to be successes instead. Then we'd be fine.
Yeah. but
Then we'd
that's
still
not
do
happening.
like a plus 10 crit because an axe is vicious 1, and we could go home.
Or if it didn't roll like 4 failures.
Yeah, and that's technically 7 advantage because, again, I
Yeah.
keep forgetting to add the superior advantage on it.
I mean, he's
Give
doing
Ryahn
better than
one
I
boost.
am.
Just give Ryahn 7 boost.
Give me one,
All right.
please.
I have no spell casting, so I'm probably gonna just start beating things with a fucking stick or something. Actually,
I got a good idea. He's going to take 2 to take a free maneuver to disengage.
righto.
His axe bounces off its gooey skull, and he's like, okay, that didn't work. Hold on, backing up. I will spend 1, because I have 7, to give the next allied character a boost die. And then we will give 1 boost die to Ryahn and 1 boost die to Mortis. It's just like,
Yay.
perhaps magic is our solution to this. Oh, so tingly. Ah. I think I lost all my chest hair.
I was looking
You had
very hard
chest
on
hair?
that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's-
Dallas. He did.
All right.
He is down 3 wounds from
well,
his caustic effect.
No, he is a bardish person. I could see that.
He's got to become a skull.
He's like the Varric style chest hair.
Okay. All right. That's him. So it is now Ryahn.
Uh,
You try physical dice this time?
Mortis is still in close combat, isn't he?
I am
Yes.
as well. But we
Just
are-
shoot it.
we are the tanky boys. Muzzle
Okay.
detectors
Alright.
fear no blast.
It is over half its wounds. The time to strike is now.
This is
Alright.
when he gets like a Zomega crit and kills all of us.
No, I will
Be funny.
maneuver back.
Alright. Backstep.
I'm going to activate my special ability, which is Arcane Insight, Paragon.
Yep.
So that means when I'm rolling, if 1 purple die and 1 black die, I get to flip them to a facing of my choosing.
Okay.
And I will cast my medium difficulty blast spell.
I believe that costs 2. Actually, no, it might not. Does it cost 2 story points? Or
It's 1 story point. I took the
Okay.
story one first.
all right. Fish out some dice so I can physically check. You'll probably just pick the blank face, but
Yes. So yeah, yellow, green,
No, he's gonna pick
blue.
whatchamacallit,
Double
the
failure.
disaster one.
Unfortunately,
no,
it's
he
red.
can't do the red ones.
Yeah. Red, purple.
Setback dice have 2 blank faces, and
2
failure dice have
setback.
1 blank face.
I believe that is it. May do that as well. Okay. Here we go. Hey.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Oh, fucking finally.
So
And I
that would
believe with your
be-
Paragon, you can make that threat and that failure on those lower level dice just go away.
Yep. So with
4
4 successes, it'll be that'll be 11 damage.
All right. And no pierce or anything on this, right? You just did
No pierce
blast,
or anything,
right?
no.
Yeah.
I just did blast and lightning and
Okay, so it does still you'll do full damage, so that is 6 then. Yeah, it does not like this. You hit it clean on.
If you activate blast, would it kill it or no?
What's your blast number?
it would be blast 3, so it'd do 6 damage for the
It'd
blast.
be 7 because you could change the faces of the die.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
it'd be 1 more because it'd be 4 plus 3, so 7.
So 7.
2 damage wouldn't kill it, and that would risk blowing up your buddies a little bit.
We would get a little blown up a little bit.
I will then give 2 blue die to Mortis and Porter, and then heal 2 strain.
Good show. Yeah, there's another, peal of thunder as you're probably like shooting showers of sparks, and this thing does not have a good time. Parts of it basically like crisp up and solidify and like slough off onto the floor.
Yeah. The name of the spell I'm casting right now is Crossflow Static Blast. So.
Cool. You get a beer later.
And you all really need some fucking warm cotton swabs, something. What do you do for ears that are blown up when you blow up your ears?
Ashland's.
I need to stick sutures in them.
Blown out ears can heal on their own, but there's not much you can do for.
It just sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just tinnitus.
So, you guys will just have to, lay around and rest and go mop for a while because, boy, howdy. All this blast and thunder magic, you guys are all giga deaf.
After that attack, I'll say, Mortis, Porter, draw back after you attack it.
What?
Hand signs. Hand signs, everybody.
Attack, then jump back. Mop.
What?
All right. New round.
Oh, Mob's an archer joke.
He does that whenever he gets his eardrums blown the fuck out from his tinnitus. Mop. I think it's supposed to be like him making like an ear clearing sound, like mop, mop. But yeah, anyway, top of the round. Hoops.
I raise my sword.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
And this time I will coat it in black fire. And I'm going to stab this thing as hard as I fucking can and detonate it inside.
All right.
Edgy boy's edgy.
So you're casting a close spell, I guess.
Well, all my spells get close for free.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. I'm just doing blast instead of burn.
Yeah.
Because maybe that'll change my luck. Okay, and I'm using a story point because that adds what dice?
It upgrades.
Upgrade, so it turns a green to a yellow. If
Okay, or adds a green. Yeah. Yep. So it adds a green for me.
Yeah. Still, more positive dice, more better.
How do I do story point thingy?
Story L.
Story
space L.
Because it is technically the. You gotta remember the exclamation point, Dallas.
Sorry.
Because it is technically the light side and dark side points because they did not refactor the bot for the way the story points are described in GeneSys, which is just they're in my pool or your pool.
Y G B B B. I am, by the way.
Fair enough.
Setback because of darkness and fear.
No, not
no
for
darkness,
just fear,
just fear.
Yeah, fear. Excuse me.
One single.
Melee attacks.
Melee.
So
Clearly,
I'm doing burps.
Clearly, I should have just knocked this thing
do
over.
something.
Oh my god.
Yes!
You've done it.
Something!
Okay, what's your base damage on that then?
Base damage on it? 8.
Okay, so 8 minus 5 is 3?
Yes.
Okay. And if you activated Blast, what's your no rules?
My no rules is 2.
Okay, that would only be 4, so that's not enough. Did actually?
It wouldn't be enough to kill it?
No, because it still gets soak. Otherwise, I'd absolutely tell you to blow yourself up and finish this, but it needs you need to do a little bit more damage.
Give me a blue. Give me a blue. I got.
Yes, I'm giving Porter a blue, and I'm giving
No, that's 2.
That's 2.
Right,
well, actually,
right,
no.
okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Technically, you could metagame the system, and you could say whoever goes next gets.
Yeah,
one.
I'm just gonna give whoever
Porter
goes next 1, and then heal a strain.
Okay, and then you're gonna take 2 strain to back the fuck up. We hope.
Yeah.
Because that's apparently the plan is to back it up. Back up the bus.
Although I don't know how much it'll help because I think the thing will still come after me.
Well,
that's not why we're telling it to back up.
Yeah.
Okay, Porter.
So, Omega. A question. I would like to fucking Porq rage here and smash my lantern on this thing, could this give it the burn quality?
Yes, that would be an improvised weapon, so I think you get inaccurate.
I'll
but
fucking
yes,
take it.
That will have the burn quality.
So, Porter is going to be very fed up and do a very bestial roar. And he is going to, not in the, calm, collected way one usually carries a quarterstaff, but, double-fisted baseball grip. Just put this into the fucking thing.
All right,
Storm's eye on it.
Porter, you have at least 2 brawn, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because technically a medium improvised weapon is cumbersome 2, and it is inferior, not inaccurate, so it adds a threat automatically.
Fine by me. Because I don't actually have to activate burn, correct?
No.
All right. I am spending our last fucking point.
This thing needs
That's
to
okay.
die.
I'll just spend the point to murder Dallas next.
But,
Yay! I mean, what?
What is threat, V?
No, T.
T.
Just T.
Yeah.
T. I'm spending my maneuver to aim, by the way.
Yep.
I'm spending in a setback to actually get Battle Rage on here. My Porq racial ability. And then I got a blue from me, a blue from somebody else, I can't remember, and a blue from Dallas.
I think
Ryahn.
we've used all of our racial abilities in this fight.
I have not.
I mean, yours is...
I mean, technically, you have been hit by attacks and been fine.
That is also true.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
That might be enough, so...
Yeah. So the base damage on an improvised weapon is +2 with that. So it's your brawn +2/+2.
So that's
that is
7.
Yep. That will be enough, because that is 2. It is at 19, so that takes it to 21.
Oh my god.
Who knew this?
So,
the
now,
solution
Porter,
was hit it hard with a stick.
Your lantern, little fucked.
I mean, if it's completely destroyed, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Get a new one.
You probably want to just buy a new one because you have smashed the glass out of it.
Yeah.
But yes, you just with a big porkly roar, just double fist your lantern staff on it. And yes, the thing is very flammable. And with you guys didn't know that mold could shriek? Maybe it's just steam escaping. Anyway, it just kind of scream.
Nah, it's just the thunder that busts out our ears. We're not hearing the actual scream.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I can't hear anything right now.
I feel like Leona would be enjoying its scream because, like, fuck you.
And yeah, it just sizzles down to
No,
nothing.
because I'm not a sociopath.
And it is gone. Roll to recover straight, everybody. I think you need it.
I'm actually not down that much strain because I kept getting no successes with advantage.
True.
I have a slight headache coming in, but I've had it the entire night. But like, oh my god.
All right.
I have to go
I feel
like after.
actually-
Yeah,
this.
we'll
I
be
feel
going for
actual
3.5
strain.
hours. Since we have to take another session anyway, because there's no fucking way we get to the party. Are you guys okay just like leaving it here and
Yeah.
searching
Yes.
the basement next time? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, that was
Sweet.
just
I heal
as usual.
full
The dice
strain.
just fucking hated us,
Oh my
all of us,
God.
because I didn't do anything funny
I'm happy
either.
I had my dice roller because at least it gave me slightly better odds.
That was
Yeah.
the most miserable combat we've had
That
in a
was the most
while.
miserable I've ever had.
Yeah,
in
that
this
guy
system
just
ever.
had it had adversary 1, which is a little spicy, but the red dice weren't even that mean to you sometimes. Like Lucky didn't even
Oh no,
roll like a
Axe, I need to tell. There was a combat I had that lasted 2.5 hours because no one could hit the boss's AC and the boss couldn't hit the tank's AC.
Well, that's at least.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
sounds
right,
miserable.
I will clear that up because I accidentally did the thing.
So
but
like,
yeah.
was the goal we were just hitting it so we'd chip away at it slowly?
Yeah,
put it-
it's supposed to be like
Yeah.
you need if you can do special damage through like magic or special weapons. It should be a fairly fast fight. Otherwise, it's just you need to chip at it. The problem was just the dice just were like all advantage, no success, and nobody could get a clean hit on it.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
wish-
Leona, you did 2 damage when you shot it with an arrow. Like if
Yeah.
if you could
That
have
was
kept
also
doing
a good
that.
roll
but-
though.
Well, yeah, but like most,
Mm.
if you could roll decently, it shouldn't have been too much of a problem. But yeah,
is
it's here.
anyone injured? I should say. I know.
Aslan has 3 wounds.
I am going to heal him because I am
Okay.
not.
I think I also have 1 wound.
You'll be fine, but I literally do not want this boy to have a single fucking mark on it because I don't want
We
his
need
mom
to
coming
like
after us.
mend his clothing and his axe, but yeah.
We don't need to mend his clothing.
His axe, yes. We need to do
Yes.
something about the axe.
Well, yeah, that's why I just
his,
said no to the
mechanically, his
clothing.
armor is fine. It's like it's scuffed, but it was new anyway. So
Yeah.
It's like fine. Actually,
No, he's fine. He took 3 damage. It's not gonna. I know you want to heal him, and I don't say not to, but
All right.
all right.
overall, he took like a minor burn. I got more damage technically than when I fell through the ceiling.
Well,
Yeah.
you're also a fucking giant flesh golem.
Well, yeah, which is why I said technically because I soaked more.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, I mean, the role playing parts of that were good. The dice on that last fight with literally one
I
enemy
feel
just
like the dice added like another
sucked.
added
Oh
an
my
hour
God.
and a half to this.
literally added an hour. Yes, because like I just
Oh,
posted
that
its
was-
stats. The black mold's not really that freaky. Like it has 2 defensive abilities and it's got some like funny stuff it can do, but
It has
just
soak.
it just didn't come up.
We have
I mean,
lower
yeah, it's
damage
Brawn
numbers,
4,
so, yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyway.
God, I wish it was sentient so we could like negotiate with it.
No, it's int 1. It's not. It's a plant.
That's how I ended my forever combat. Is the paladin and the death knight basically both went, all right, I'll drop my tower shield, you drop your tower shield.
It's
We
like
need to end this quicker.
it's like it's to the point where it's like stop blocking. You stop blocking. Fine, we'll still
It's just
stop
like-
blocking.
It's like no more shields.
Okay, all right.
Gonna
But
save that sword
still,
right
we had some fun exploring times. There is a little bit
It
of
was
extra stuff
fun.
and some
It
extra
was
mystery
just-
solving to get through to explore this place.
Hey, remember there were more than one monster in that combat?
Oh yeah, they died immediately.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
was so funny.
you fucking exploded the minions. The mold, not so much.
Oh.
But all right, that's good to keep in mind for threats that stuff that is good to throw against you guys currently and stuff that is not good. I
So,
should
Vic,
probably
in your
avoid
mind, how
attacks
long
that half
should-
damage.
How long do you think a fight should last at the most? Like 10?
I mean,
15
honestly,
turns?
I'd like it to get to maybe an hour of like an in-depth fight of you guys actually like having back and forth, a combating, unless it's like a really climactic, like boss fight that has narrative stuff like
Like we're fighting
interwoven
an
in it.
actual cult, yeah.
But this should not have taken that long. I'm sorry it did.
I
would-
would,
I
I
would
would,
streamline
if this was
by-
GG, we would have just been dead already. But
Nonsense
I
to
so
myself.
much.
I think one of the things is that we're not completely adept at the frontliners getting out of combat occasionally, so that the ranged people like don't have to worry about hitting them. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
And with Acid,
mean, I
part of
don't
that was
care
just
if you hit
because
me.
mechanically, because he should be a rival, I didn't want
I
to
mean,
have him
I
take
think
2
you-
strain to back the fuck up every time.
I think you should when my specialty spell does 12 damage base.
Well, yeah,
Eh.
but still, that's like he.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, he's like, I
mechanically,
don't care
it
if
was
you hit
because
me.
he takes those wounds to back up, so he did not want to overexert himself unless it was a real risk.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you would like, and in fact, he already did it as a backup there. But if you had yelled at him first to clear out, I think you only said Mortis. I wish you'd backed up, but
Yeah,
he might have
fair
taken some different maneuvers and stopped aiming and stuff. But yeah, there's still like
Yeah.
2 advantage for a free maneuver to back the fuck up can work sometimes to kind of
I feel
switch
like
off.
we need to give Ashton a talk about how that was like one of the hardest fights, and your contribution actually helped.
No, we're not gonna.
I mean, he
no,
did fine.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna pass out.
Well, I think you guys want to poke around a little first. But yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to end the
Yeah.
recording. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll next time we'll be a little bit of wrap up on this, and hopefully get to that party.
Yeah.
And
I'll see you guys next
yeah,
weekend.
party.
Definitely take. Actually, this went long, so take your fucking 25 EXP.
Thanks.
Damn.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Some, like,
Yay!
Damn, like
some
that.
Band-Aid
That was
experience.
that's my B. That took a little extra longer than it should have, and that
Band-Aid
was all. That
experience,
was
I
all
love it.
work. So,
Bandage the pain.
here you go. All right, I'm gonna end the
Work
recording. Good
yourself
night,
into
everybody.
a shoot.
See you later.
Jesus.